that Joe. My re-up money secure. I got in, I got out. Giving all glory to God. Hold up, this ain't me. Tell me how we went from trapping to rapping on BET. Last week I told investing to the Kansas City Chiefs. Golden rule to invest and make that money while you sleep. They say trap a perfect mixture of Warren Buffett and Meech. No more shoebox money, them portfolios elite. Golden rule to invest and make that money while you sleep. I'm gone.
What's good? What's good? What's good, family? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper, and welcome to another amazing episode of Trappin' Tuesdays, man. All right, man, we want to start today off by first, like we do every week, man, we want to thank y'all for showing up each and every day, each and every Tuesday, right? Episode 197, man, 197. And it's not possible without any of y'all. So just thank y'all to the people that watch us at work, for the people that watch us at home, the people that watch us in the living room, the people that watch us after a long day of work and still giving us 2 hours, 3 hours of your day. We appreciate that. Without y'all, Wall Street Trapper, have no purpose. Without y'all, the people that work in this building that help me build the thing for you, they have no purpose. And more than anything, the Freedom Center has no purpose. So you all are the backbone, the spine to why we do the things that we do. So for that, we want to also tell y'all, thank y'all. You heard me? All right, so I got a framework in my head how I want to start this one off. It's that every day, the biggest negotiation that happens amongst people isn't with other people, it's the negotiation with themselves. So we talk to people every day and we have these conversations, and every conversation can be a back and forth, and the conversation can be on how you can leverage to put yourself in a certain predicament or how you can try to leverage a relationship. But the biggest conversation and the biggest negotiation that everyday people have is the negotiation with their potential, the negotiation with their future, the negotiation with their wealth, and negotiation with their purpose. And what happens is you negotiate that by understanding the goal, but then talking yourself out of it. You know what the purpose is, and you know what the focus is, you know what the agenda is, but you find obstacles that you place in the way that aren't really there that help you negotiate with facing the turbulence. And the turbulence can be tough sometimes, man. The turbulence can be scary. And sometimes the turbulence can be, and the negotiate can be with a person that you want to be with. It can be with the life that you want. It can be with money. It can be with potential. It can be with wanting to move. And so I want to transfer that a little bit from negotiating with your purpose to stop negotiating with poverty. Now, most people think poverty is just financial, but I truly think that poverty is accepting limitation. It's accepting lack. So oftentimes we negotiate with lack because it requires a version of us that we aren't comfortable with. See, when we talk about poverty, we just talk about money and people leave it there, but we don't realize that millionaires negotiate with poverty, not with the idea that they don't have money, but with the idea of scarcity. Successful people negotiate with poverty because they think that they're one move away from going back to where they come from. I'll be honest with you, people like myself often negotiate with poverty because I'm actually scared to love in a way that makes me feel super vulnerable. So I always put myself in a defensive mode. So that's negotiating with poverty, because if the word says for us to be fruitful and multiply, how can I be fruitful and multiply in life if I'm afraid to love? I'm just giving it to you from myself so you can understand that poverty isn't always a dollar amount. Sometimes it's just us negotiating with the limitations that we place upon ourselves, because that allows us to be uncomfortable, and uncomfortable makes us be vulnerable, and vulnerable is scary to us because we we don't want to be hurt, or we don't want to be disappointed, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You fill in the blank. So today's episode is about stop negotiating with poverty. And again, I'm gonna talk about myself because I can go after all of the money, y'all. I can go after all of the success, y'all. I can take all the chances, y'all. But when it comes to love, when it comes to opening up, and when it comes to being really, really vulnerable, I negotiate with that. I negotiate with it. I negotiated with it and I start blaming it on the things that I've been through. Well, I've been robbed before, and because I was set up by a woman, and because my mama went to prison, and because my grandmother passed away, this is why I'm not comfortable with that. Well, how can you be open with your community? Well, that's a different type of love. And so you negotiate with the limitations. So it's still negotiating with poverty. Now the thing about it is I put myself in a situation where I was vulnerable and I opened up and I'm in a trap. That don't got nothing to do with money. Well, we all negotiate with something different. What's your poverty? What's your lack? What's your limitation? Stop negotiating with it. And one of the things I've learned about life is important, is what I've really learned is really good. I talked to y'all about jumping out of the airplane, but for me, jumping out of the airplane is easy because I'm a risk taker, and I'm a risk taker when it comes to money, and I'm a risk taker when it comes to business, but again, I'm not a risk taker when it comes to my heart. Man, Trap, this don't got nothing to do with money. I'm telling you that what I negotiate with is different for what you negotiate with. So I want you to stop negotiating with your finances. I want you to stop negotiating with your purpose, because I got that part easy. And I want you to see yourself in the same mirror, because what you can do easy, some people may do hard, but we all got to do it scared. Because when we can do it scared, we can then open ourselves up to the thing that we are designed to do. So like having my daughter made me vulnerable. And so it showed me that I could have feelings, and having my daughter made me so that I could care about somebody else more than I care about myself. And having my daughter made me realize there is a softer side of me that is capable of doing the thing that I'm actually scared of with this other species, but it can't be another species because she's the same species. So why is it her and not her? So now you got to peel back the layers and you got to ask yourself, like, why am I negotiating with poverty? And it's about keep asking ourselves the deep questions. It's about keep asking ourselves, what are we running from? It's about keep asking ourselves, if we get past this, what's on the other side of it? Man, but Trap, you talking about that, but that ain't about money, Trap. I'm here for the money, Trap. I'm here to talk about how to get this money, Trap. What if I told you got the money and you still went empty in other places? You'll never feel fulfilled, because I don't care how much money you have. If there's the thing that you're negotiating with, you're going to use the money to run from that. But then that is going to cause you to be broke, because you may be rich financially, but you'll be broke in that secret place. And so if life is all about fulfillment, if life is all about purpose, if life is all about being, if life is all about being fruitful and multiply, if we keep negotiating with poverty, we can never truly be fruitful. We can never truly multiply. We can never truly walk in the thing that we have. So you'll hear people say, people who say money can't buy happiness just don't have enough money. Well, what about the billionaire that blows his brains out? What about the multimillionaire that commits suicide? What about the person that has all the accolades that we all could dream for, but for some reason it was empty somewhere because they was negotiating with poverty? And the thing about the lack is, if you negotiate with it enough, I promise you it'll win. Because there's always a loser in negotiating. There's always somebody that feel like they didn't get what they deserve. And I know, Trap, this don't have nothing to do with the market, Trap, and like, where's this coming from, Trap? I'm just saying that when I look at my life, when I look at everybody here, I can answer all the money questions that you have for me. I can tell you all the things about taking risks. I can tell you all the things about like building your business. And Trap, how you can spend $130,000 to go see a man talk for a day is because I care less about money. The money don't mean nothing to me. I was broke, I was homeless, I was in prison, I was at my lowest low. So any dollar I make that keeps me for them means I won the game already. I can take vacation to go where I want. I won the game. I used the market to buy back my freedom. I won the game. I used the market to buy my building. I won the game. I used the market to hire a bunch of people so we can fulfill that. I won the game, but I'm negotiating with poverty over here. So I'm telling you, when you're looking at somebody and you see the success and you see the things, you got to ask yourself, don't often look at that person as the person, man, I want to be like you, I want to look up to you. Just ask yourself, I wonder what they're negotiating with. Because that's the part of them that I really want to understand. That's the part of them that I really want to get to know. Somebody came to me the other day and say, bro, like, I really love the way you fight for your daughter, bro. I love the way you did that as a man, bro. Like, I know I got to fight for mine. I said, yep, because it's in me to fight, but I'm still negotiating with poverty over here. What are you negotiating with? And I can talk to you about the market turbulence, and I can tell you everything you need to hear to get past that. I can tell you how to make $1 million in a trade because I did it. I can tell you how to use the market to buy a building because I did it. I can tell you how to take losses and bounce back because I did it. I can tell you what it felt like to lose 1.5 million, but I cannot tell you what it's like to be heartbroken. Never felt it a day in my life. Why? Because I negotiated my way out of every situation that caused me to be that vulnerable. Scared of it, petrified. At 43 years old is one of the most scariest things in my life. I wouldn't know what to do as a 43-year-old man that got heartbroken. I thought that was for 16-year-olds or 18-year-olds or 20-year-olds, not 44-year-olds, right? So I would negotiate with that. So I can't tell you that. So I probably wouldn't know what to say. And I know, Trap, this don't got nothing to do with the market, bro. Get to the market, get to the money. I just want you to understand that fulfillment comes in so many different ways and money cannot fulfill the thing. Listen to me, even in the word, it told us, even in the word, it tells us money is good for all things. Say wine is good for laughter and money is good for all things, but happiness is not a thing. Peace is not a thing. Love is not a thing. Joy is not a thing. Those are fruit of the Spirit. Those are fruits of the Spirit. So I just want you to understand that while we chasing the money and while we chasing the success and while we chasing, the market to buy back our freedom, don't forget the other thing that you may be negotiating with. And I'll be honest with you, I use the money to cover up a lot of things because I felt like if I get the money right, I can get the rest right. But I'll be honest with you, that was wrong because once I got the money right, I started chasing more money. Once I got a little bit of power, I started chasing a little more power. I never really cared about the fame because I came from the street, so that didn't matter to me as long as my people was good, but I still was negotiating with poverty. And so I would look at people that's super happy and be like, damn, I wonder what that feel like. People wonder why I love Jones so much. I think it's the greatest love story ever. People like, bro, that's a toxic movie. And I had to look at it and be like, damn, it really is toxic, but I love it. I didn't realize it was toxic until I got in my 40s. Like, damn, this really is a toxic relationship they have. But because I negotiated with poverty so much, I related to everything that was going on. That was my poverty. And sometimes we gotta pinpoint that thing. And don't get me wrong, I want you to get the money, I want you to get the freedom, I want you to buy, I want you to put your kids in a better situation. You can ask me, Trap, yo, what I gotta do to put my daughter in a situation? Like, yo, my daughter works 7 figures, she's 10 years old, bro. I can tell you the blueprint on what I did. That's easy. The hardest part for me was realizing that I had to be vulnerable for her so she can look at her dad and be like, okay, I got it. One of the hardest things for me was like making sure like me and my daughter mama had a little friction. It was like, yo, I'm not gonna match her energy. Not saying she was tripping out, she was a woman, so she was going woman thing and she was going through the thing. Ladies, I'm not being feminist here. I'm just saying that we operate in two different ways. Women, y'all operate a certain way. Men, we operate a certain way. We both are emotional. We both are emotional. It just requires a certain thing to make men get to that emotional level. So we both are emotional. But she had a thing that go on with what she was going on. So I didn't like feed into that because I kept saying, all right, Trap, like it's about my little one. So I saw the bigger picture here, but for some reason, I can't see the bigger picture over here. So I keep negotiating with poverty. And so tonight on 197, I want you to ask yourself, yep, we're gonna get to the money. We're gonna get to whatever it is, but I want you to ask yourself outside of the money, if you had all the money you ever wanted, if you had all the freedom you ever wanted, what would be the thing you would still have to work on the most? If you had your dream job, if you look at your bank account, you put a number and say, this is the money I want in my bank account. This is it. This is the number that make me feel free. You had that. This is the biggest house I want. I had that. This is the car I want to drive. You had that. I set my kids up good. I had that. Then after all that, what was the thing you still have to battle with after everybody is sleeping? It's 2 o'clock in the morning and everything is closed. You can't talk to nobody. All you got is what's in your brain. What would you pray to God to? What would you pray to God to help you with? What would you cry late at night to ask to get over? What is that thing that you've been negotiating with for years, but you do something else as a coping mechanism? Man, Trap, this don't got nothing to do with the money. Give me to the money, bro. I could deal with the rest of that stuff later. And I used to think like that too until I got the money and I realized I still got to deal with that thing. So I know when you saw Stop Negotiating with Poverty, you thought it was going to be about money. But for me, poverty is really just the lack. Right? Poverty is just a lack. It's almost like a wilderness. But the thing about the wilderness is plants still grow in wilderness. Cactuses still grow in deserts. The thing about a cactus growing in the desert is there's birds that get water from cactuses. So that's a plant that grows where nothing is supposed to be growing, but yet the plant is vital to the desert. So even in the wilderness, there's some type of life form. So that means we got to stop saying it's just the way I am. And we got to start saying, what do I do to fix it? That's how we stop negotiating with poverty. Stop blaming our traumas on the things we've been through and start addressing them. Start being man enough to do it and stop blaming it on, I didn't have my father and my mother did this and my father did that. And I want you to stop negotiating with poverty, y'all. So tonight is not about me hooping and hollering. We'll talk about the money later on in the show. Tonight is, I was vulnerable enough to show y'all what my poverty is. And so at the end of this episode, I want you to be vulnerable enough to yourself to say what your poverty is. Then when you work on that, now so when you get the money, you ain't gotta fix it then. Because one of the worst things we could do is think the money gonna help us fix a thing. We gotta fix the thing before we get to the money so that we can enjoy the money. But let me go a little deeper right here. One of the things about my poverty was in my team tell me this now, we would hit successful goals and I would hit the successful goal and 5 minutes later, I'm on to the next goal because I'm running from something. Yeah. Like we hit $1 million in a day and I was like, yup, Jose, what's next? He was happier than me. I hit it, we good. He like, bro, you just did $1 million in a day. I'm like, yup, what's next, bro? Made $860,000, come on with the goal. Jose, we'll do $860,000 so I can get the building. We give it $860,000, we get the building. I'm like, yup, what's next? He like, bro, you know you just did that, right? Like, you know you just told me you was gonna do that, and then here we are 6.5 weeks later, and you did that. What do you mean, what's next, bro? Because I'm always negotiating with the poverty. And for some of us, it can be multiple things. Okay, I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? Like, I'm just in that mode where I'm about to hit 44 years old in a little while. I could care less who think about what about me, right? So one of the things I deal with now is that I always think I'm one bad decision away from going broke. That's why I don't got time for love, and I gotta get this money. And I gotta trade the market this way. That's why I'm a slave to the market. Not being on a chart, but I'm a slave to studying. I'm a slave to researching. I'm a slave to homework. So when I take little trips, I break away from it. I gotta fight myself to not be in a book. I gotta fight myself to not be on a chart. I gotta fight my team. Not that they don't want to tell me nothing, but I know that I always in my mind think, bro, if I don't do this, I'm gonna be broke tomorrow. Why do you think like that, Trap? Knowing if I look at my account, knowing if I look at my trading account, knowing if I look at my investment account, knowing if I look at all the things that I have, bro, the statistics say, bro, you are so far away from poverty, bro. Like you are so far, like something drastic would have to happen in your life for you to go back to the street. But in my mind, I'm one decision away from being right there. So you can have multiple things that you're fighting with. But it's okay because we all come from something, we all got stories to tell, but what I want you to understand is stop negotiating with it. The more you negotiate with it, the more you give it power. And the more you give it power, the more it'll consume you. And the more it consumes you, the more you die, the closer you get to dying with unfulfilled. That's surely not the thing we want. We want to live a life full of purpose. We all want to put our people in the right situation. We all want to help our people out. We all want to be the pioneer. We all want to be the trailblazer. We all want to be the person that changed the trajectory. But the most important part of the tombstone is not the before, not the when you were born, it's not the when you died, it's the dash in the middle. I can promise you the dash becomes real powerful when you stop negotiating, you start addressing so you can start conquering. Because in Romans 8, he told us we are more than conquerors. And I want you to know that. It's your boy, the Wallstreet Trapper. I love y'all. Episode 197. Let's get to it, Jose.
Yeah.
How you feel, dog?
Man, I'm here, brother. Not getting flushed today. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
Not getting flushed. It feels good to be back.
Feels good to be back.
Yeah, it feels good to be back. You got people in here putting their poverty on this drink.
Huh?
They got people in here putting their poverty in there, like
Are they putting their poverty in the
whatever
chat?
they poverty. We got people
I feel
going
like
through.
It's one of those moments, man.
Yeah.
I feel
Family.
like, we always make it about money.
Mm-hmm.
We always make it about just, all the things, bruh. And sometimes we forget that, bruh, like, we negotiate with some stuff, bro, that, like, can really free us.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody asked me about business, bro, I'd be like, with the smoke. Right? You ask me about the market, bro, like, I'm with the smoke. Bro.
Yeah.
Fatherhood, I'm still learning it, but I'm with the smoke.
With the smoke. Yep.
That love stuff, bro, I don't be getting it right, dog.
Got the mask on. I ain't with that smoke just yet.
I just can't, I be getting it wrong, bro. You heard me? I be
Yeah.
getting it wrong, bro. You heard me?
Yeah. Yeah.
But we just got more work to do. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
We just be having more work to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, man, shout out to my dog, Jose, man. Hey, I want everybody to put their prayer hands up for my brother, man. He just lost his granny 30 minutes ago, man. So let's show him some love, man. He showed up for the show.
Appreciate you.
And he didn't, he could have took off today. He could have said, hey, bruh, I got a lot on my mind. I can't show up today. But I try to tell y'all every week that we got, y'all give us purpose, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, bro was just praying and telling me an hour ago that he think his grandmother transitioned, and I walk outside and come back, he like, bro, she gone. So not just Jose, but Ashan too, man. So let's put up some prayers for both of them brothers, because they still here, right? And I want y'all to, I don't ever want y'all to think that, like, we just do this on GP. Like, we do it because we feel like it's part of our calling. We feel like it's part of what we do. Is we feel like Miss April moved from Dallas to move here.
Yeah.
Right? Sierra in the building. She done came way from cold Michigan. It might still be winter in Michigan. So she probably just came here because of the warmness, though. So we ain't gonna really count Sierra, you hear me? Because it's
I'm about to say, shoot, I moved up the street.
it might still be warm. It might be cold still in Michigan. So she came to get a break from the cold.
She said 56.
You know what I'm saying? But we love CC, man. We love Sierra. But yeah, man, so just know that. You know what I'm saying? Just know that. So shout out to my dog, Jose, man. What's up, bro?
Salute.
Yep.
Other than that, we here. Got to see my son graduate. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to that.
It was dope. So shout out to the trappers. A lot of them hit me up in the DMs and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's feeling good to be back. Making sure we rocking out. You know what I'm saying? So
before we shout out the trappers, bro, I have I want to ask the squad. Shout out to Ash. We love you, Ash. 99 years, man. 99 years, man.
Look, here's the wild part, though. We was out there. I got to see her on Thursday. Hung out with her.
That's good.
She was up, walking,
moving,
eating, talking. And me and Ash was headed to the airport. I said, let me go back and get one more kiss on her forehead. Just one more. Just one more.
One more.
Just one more. Something, just that one more. And I know it's a lot of us got to get that one more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but some of us got to get that one more conversation, that one more text, that one more hug, somebody hug somebody's neck, you know what I'm saying? She had 99. Like, I would wish for a run like that. Like, a healthy run?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? In your right mind?
Yeah.
Dog. So, I mean, I can't be too, it hurt, but at the same time.
99 is a run, though, cuz.
Dog.
I mean, shout out to Nat. I appreciate you, love. You know that. Don't make me feel mushy on here. Bro, 99 is a run.
Yeah. And we talking about like in your right
feelings
mind.
Mutual. Nat, you know the feelings mutual, you heard me? I got a question for you. I want to ask you and I want to ask the chat something.
Mm-hmm.
So my partner who did the 99 year,
Wait, he got out? He did 99 and got out, huh?
So my partner who did the 25 years, Bernard, why you always got a cold, bro? Them babies whooping my dog butt.
How the baby get him sick? The
Bro,
baby
he been sick for 6 months.
Right, the baby be in the house.
Bro, I would buy the babies another house, bro. I would just put them
in the guest house.
Get them an outhouse. Buy they germ-proof
He
crib,
do be
bro.
sick a lot.
Be always sick.
Look, he had to give me a key. I said, bro, if you don't disinfect that thing,
yeah, bro.
He had to bleach it.
Like, what's wrong? Like, bro, you need a Ghostbuster outfit. So I got a question for you, bro. Cause I had a situation this morning, bro, that I think I handled well, but I was pissed off at my partner, and I think I don't want to be his partner no more. It's a real situation, bro. I don't think I want to be his partner no more, bro. As much as I love him, I think I gotta let him go.
I don't even want to laugh because it's probably something serious.
I'm telling you, bro, you know me, bro. You know how. So here's why. So he did the 25, 23, and I josted him, bro. When I came home, bro, like from whether I was doing illegal, legal, like I made sure like I was like looking out. Probably
That's
not
what
as much as I
means.
could have been, but I had other stuff going on.
I'm about to say, for the dictionary, josting means?
Jost means like I was sending him money and stuff.
Bet. All right,
Right? So I'm sending him money, bro, sending him pictures, bro, everything. So he come home, you know, I did it big for him. I put 10 bands in his pocket, took him to the strip club, lap danced him out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
We had a blast.
Jost him.
You know what I'm saying? Took him shopping. And I gave him instructions.
Mm-hmm.
I said, bro, like, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, bro. Like, I've been out here. Like, I know what's gonna happen, bro. So, he don't, you know, just, and you know, being in New Orleans, it ain't it. You know what I'm saying? When you come home, bro, like, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? So, he started drinking. This ain't prison alcohol you drinking, bro. This Jack Daniels and stuff, bro.
Yeah.
So it's taking a toll on him. And I went saw him one night. He was with my other partner, Gene. Gene be on it. You know what I'm saying? And so Gene had a truck. Me and Travis went down there with somebody had a truck, cooking truck, food truck. He on the other side selling the cannabis and stuff, which is cool. But I'm looking at him, I'm like, bro, something ain't right with you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I know me, bro. Like when I start seeing, I be like, bro, like I don't like that energy. So he was dealing with this woman, and I was like, say, bro, nothing against the woman herself, but I was telling him, I'm like, bro, like why are you in a relationship? You just come home doing 23 years. You not even right.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be in a relationship, bro. All right. So I offered him to come out here with me. I say, listen. Your situation getting bad. I can see it. You know how you can see a person crumbling, But you can't see yourself crumbling, but I see you crumbling. So I said, hey, look, check this out. Come out here by me, bro. I said, your probation officer, your parole officer know me. Because the parole officer was like, yo, you know Wall Street Trapper? He was like, that's my brother. He was like, bruh. So I said, listen, I called him. I said, listen, go to your parole officer. Call me when you get to your parole office. I'm going to let him know you can come out here and live with me, bro. I'm not even, I said, but you're not going to live in my house. I'm going to let you get a room in the Freedom Center. You can stay in that office over there. I'm going to put a sofa bed over there for you. They got a shower in there. You can put a TV up in there for you.
It's nice.
I'm like, bro, we good. Like when it come to food, I'm going to make sure you eat. I say, but I ain't going to pay you. You got to earn your keep.
Yeah.
You're going to have to help my cousin George out, but I'm going to let you stay in the Freedom Center, bro. It's a good spot. Of course, I'm going to let you come to the crib sometime, but this way you going to stay at.
Yeah.
So he like, man, all right. So the next day he called me, said, man, I can't get to my parole office. He not there. I say, bro, sleep outside the damn building if all I care. I'm trying to give you a way out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you out of New Orleans because I know the man know me. I'm going to talk to him. Plus, I done transferred parole before. I know how I go. They going to want to see my house. They going to want to see my house. They going to want, know you got a job. Bro, I run the business. I'm going to pay him this much a week. Yada, yada, it's good.
Yeah.
So 3 days passed. I asked him every day. I'm like, bro, what happened? Every day he got an excuse. 4th day, his sister called me. Man, his son went to jail. I said, what he went to jail for? He got into it with the woman. She called the police on her. And when you're on parole, like, you can't have no run-ins.
Nothing.
This ain't like probation. Parole, you can't have no run-ins. He go back the year up. So he backs the year up. I tell him, I said, he say, son, I need you to send me some money. I say, bro, I be damned.
Right.
I said, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna put some money on his phone so you can always have somebody to call. Because I know what it's like to be in that bit and it can't have nobody to call.
Yeah.
Like that hurt. Like you ain't gotta send me no money, but I need to be able to reach out and talk to somebody to keep my sanity. So I keep the money on the phone. He's like, Lee, send me some money, bro. I'm like, nope. I'm like, bro, I told you I ain't sending you nothing, bro. I'm not sending you a dime, cuz. I'm not sending you a dime, cuz. And you know me, Jose, when I get stubborn to stand on something.
Yeah, you stand on that joint. Statue.
I'm not budging. Everybody know that about me. Once I said it's a wrap.
Yep.
Wrap it up.
B. Wrap it up.
It's over. I'm standing on it. So he called me the other day while I was in St. Thomas. And St. Thomas, bro, it's beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
St. Thomas,
we saw the stories. We was like, okay.
St. Thomas, bro. Shout out to my brother T-Ron. So T-Ron is he won songwriter. He won a Grammy for Songwriter of the Year in 2024. Mm-hmm. He's from St. Thomas. Once he found out, shout out to CJ, because CJ said, boy, you in T-Ron backyard. I called T-Ron, bro. The city opened up
laid out the red carpet.
Bro, they opened the red carpet up for me, bro. They opened the red carpet up. So anyway, I won't get on that, though. So I said, all right. So he called me. He said, son, I'm home. I said, all right, bet. I said, what you doing? He said, man, I got a girlfriend. I said, a girlfriend? Bro, I said, the same lady? Like, no, I said, another one? I said, bro, check this out. Listen to me well. I said, I know this is gonna sound hard, but here's what I want you to do, bro. I don't want you to go live with no woman, bro.
Right.
Because you using them. I say, bro, and today's women ain't letting you use them, bro. They not on that type of time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna if you land in her house, she gonna misuse you, cuz. She gonna talk to you crazy. Right? And she probably got that right.
Yeah.
I say, bro, if I'm you, this is what I go do, bro. And I told this before you came home. I say, bro, violate yourself while you're in jail. Do the extra 5 months. I said, if you do the extra 5 months, I got you. Do the extra 5 months so you come home on no paper. Bro, you did 23. 5 more months ain't gonna kill you, cuz.
Wait, you could do an extra 5?
So he had 5 months left on parole after the year.
Okay.
Right? So they violated his parole. He had to do a year. But he come home on 5 months paper.
Okay.
To finish his whole 25. But I told him, I say, bro, just do the last. Tell him, bro, back me up. So you backing me up mean I don't want to go home, I want to finish my time. You can say that.
Bro,
you just got to sign a paper.
I learned something new.
Yeah, you can say that. You can be like, bro, I don't want to come home, like violate me. You can just tell me that, violate me and back me up. So if you say violate me and back me up, I don't got nowhere to go at, back me up. So you got to have somewhere to go for them to let you out.
Yeah.
So if you say that, you be like, all right, cool, but I got 5 months, no paper. All right, cool. Look, somebody in the chat said, you might well max out. See, I'm telling you, that's it. Like, people be doing, bro. Like, man, max me out. I don't want to come home on no parole, no nothing, bro. So he's like, man, I don't want to. I'm like, all right, bro, whatever. So he called me and said, he with this girl, this lady or whatever. I'm like, bro, like, that's not going out good.
Right.
Right? So I said, here's what you should do, bro. I say, if I'm you, I bite the bullet. He's like, what you talking about? I'm like, bro, I go live in a homeless shelter. He said, bro, what? I said, bro, check this out. Go to a homeless shelter. The reason why I say that to you is I'm going to help you out. Right? I'm going to help you out. But don't go live with the woman, bro. You already saw what living with a woman got you the first time.
Right.
And it's nothing against the woman. It's that you ain't there yet.
Right.
Mentally, you ain't there to be in that relationship, bro. Because that's going to require something from you that you ain't even ready for, bro. Living in a woman's house, bro. Living in a woman's house and not providing nothing but hard pole is not good, bro.
Right. Yeah.
You gonna get talked to crazy.
Yep.
Every time she come in for work or come and see you, she gonna get triggered.
And that animal.
And at a certain point, the sex ain't enough no more.
Yep.
Right? Because the jailhouse thing runs out. So, he said, all right. He don't take my advice. So he calls me today. This is why I said all that to get y'all to this point.
Yeah.
He called me this morning. He said, say, Lee, I need you, baby. I said, what's happening with you? He said, man, I need to go see my parole officer. I said, bro, you laid up in a woman's house and you can't get, I said, Uber costs $20. I said, so you land up in a woman's house, you can't get $20 to go to the parole officer? The woman gets on her phone and say, curse me out like a dog.
Curse you out.
Curse me out like a dog. I'm talking about you stupid beep, 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 beep. I'm like, whoa, what is this? You don't beep and know me, you stupid beep, 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 beep. I'm like, okay, yep, that's a New Orleans woman for sure. Start there. She was like, you ain't Joe's him? I said, hold up, love. I said, check this out. First of all, I don't even know you. Second of all, how you think you got to do the 25? I got him do the 25. I gave him 10 grand when he come home. I took him to get his ID. I took him to get his birth certificate. I put money in his pocket. I took him traveling around the world.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
Yeah.
You don't fucking know. I'm sorry. You don't freaking know me, you stupid. I said, wait, you know what, love? I'm not even mad at you. I said, Fat, why you got me on speakerphone? I said, you know what, love? I'm not mad at you because you don't know how to take that. Fat, why you got me on speakerphone, cuz? Why would you call me on the phone, on speakerphone, with your girl right there? Why would you do that? I'm not even mad at her. Yeah. I ain't go back and forth with her. But then the minute she start cursing me out, watch this. Because you in her house, you can't stop her from cursing me out.
Right. Better rub
you ain't late. You ain't got no law.
Right, none.
You don't got no law. Because even I'm on the phone with my dog and you, hey, hold, hey, what you doing? No, don't do that. Cut that.
Mm-hmm.
This is my brother right here. Like, we'll talk about this later. We'll talk about this later. Right? I'm gonna talk to my dog about this. You don't. And when he ain't did that, bruh, I said, yeah, I gotta let you go, cuz. Am I wrong?
I mean, let me make sure we clear. The way you set the story up, phenomenal. Let me make sure we clear. We was there, all of us.
Also, all he said to her was, he was like, man, I said, Fat, why? He said, man, that wasn't even supposed to go like that. I said, bro, why would you call me on speakerphone with your girl? What are we doing? And she like, he need to be a man. I said, that should tell you everything you need to know right there, bro. So, yeah.
I say it like this, you definitely ain't wrong, but it does remind me of even when you would tell your story, it's like, bro, I got another 10 in me. Like, it's the mindset. Like, you had a mindset like, yo, I could do another. And him, he like, bro, I got this. I got it straight. I need the handout, but I don't need this type of handout. I got this in control. And you just fumbling. That's the level of poverty he got. That's his level of poverty right there. So now I ask you, what does it look like going forward?
I don't know.
Is it the mannequin challenge? You standing on that joint like I'm done?
You know me, I be on that, bro. Like, I want to give grace because I know God be giving me grace.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But me giving grace also don't mean that I might gotta let that one go, bro. And the reason why I might gotta let that go is because, like, I wasn't feeling that, bro. I would never let that happen to, like, it's a code.
Yeah. I think that's what more got you. It was like, yo, there was a violation of man law, man code, street, whatever code you want to put up.
And
I
I'm
think
be real
that was
with
the
you,
one.
it make me feel like, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I may be wrong, but it made me feel like one or two things. One, you made a promise on my name. Because why else would you have me on speakerphone with your girl? That's not a speakerphone I need a couple hours to get me to. You know what I'm saying? And I could be wrong, but like maybe you made a promise on my name. Like, you know what I'm saying?
She was getting at him. She said, well, call him then.
Yeah.
He tried to take that. He tried to make that another withdrawal.
And she was like, they ain't your friend. They ain't your partner. And I was like, well, where this coming from? I'm like, I hear that on the other, you know how you listening now? Did you make a promise on my name? Two, you pillow talking about me.
Woo. Woo-hoo.
You pillow talking about me. You pillow talking about me.
Yeah, I'm about to say both sides.
Because that ain't no, bro, like, there's no way this woman just, bro, she cursed me out like a dog, cuz.
Like y'all already had rapport. And y'all ain't got no rapport.
Bro, she called me all kind of PMFs, stupid ABs. I'm like, bro, I don't even know you, fam. Like, all I said was you laying up with a woman and you can't get $20 to go to the lip. Like, I don't even know how, like, how did that happen? So it let me know, it made me feel like there was either something said previously for you not to know me to go off the deep end like that. Even when me, I ain't even go, I'm like, love, I don't even know. I'm like, love, that wasn't even much about you. It was me telling him he don't need to be with no woman because he just came home. Like, I found myself trying to explain to her to get the curse back.
Right. Pleading your case. Nah, I mean, you did right.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the 3,100 people in the trap.
Yeah, I try to find the opposite end. There ain't no opposite on this one.
Yeah.
Ain't no other side.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what it is. Anyway.
Let's get active.
All right, man. Shout out to our people in the trap, man. We got Corrado 94 says, get to the conclusion, yawn. Go to sleep then, my G.
Already.
Losing you do not hurt us. Promise you it don't. Let's start there. Let's start there. All right.
They act like they new here, bro.
D-Love 267, what's good, fam? We see you. Jimmy on one, we see you. Chocolate Diamond 7, we see you. Shazam X, I see you, family. Ashley, no love, I see you. Carolina Blue, I see you. I am TC, I see you. Chunky from the Trap, I see you. SB Glow, we see you, family. Double R, I see you, love. Shameless on Wall Street, I see you. Stage 2 Trader, I see you. Kareem Amos, I see you. Stello 76, I see you. Pullback Queen, I see you. First Generation Millionaire, I see you. Turquoise Thunder, that's a hell of a name. I see you. Shout out to Jose, we miss you, man. For sure, gotta show my dog some love. KB Mississippi Trapper, I see you. Netta Freedom, I see you. Boogie Down 502, we see you. Shelly Booker, I see you. Larry Morgan, I see you. Hoodie Black 621, I see you. Earn Soul 23, I see you. Square Biz, I see you. What that is, Jose? 3 months? What that mean? Mo Ashley, member of the investors for 3 months. We see you, Queen. KT Tactical, bro, what's up, son? Praying for you and the family, Jose Trap. Let that do. KT was popping, bro. I ain't seen my G in a while, man. Square Biz, I see you, man. Kimi 305, I see you, man. Cheesy Bread, salam alaikum, Night Wall B, what's good, fam? Tamara Buchanan, what's good? Anthony Sneed, what's good? ATL Carlito, what's good? Nathaniel Higgins, I see you. I see y'all. Will Mack, I see you. E. Will, I see you. The Concept, it's the Concept, I see you. Nate, what's good, family? Davion, I see you. Tori, what's good, love? Doug Perry, I see y'all. All right, man, we're going to shout y'all out along the way, man. I see y'all. Shout out to everybody that show up in the trap. Jose, 3,000 people in the trap.
Let's go.
In 1 hour. Let's go. Damn, we're 1 hour in. All right, we got to make this killer. All right, man, let's get to it, man. We're going to talk about some... I'm going to be real with y'all. Tonight is a SpaceX heavy kind of show. The reason why it's a kind of heavy show because we got the SpaceX IPO coming up Friday. And we need to talk to y'all about it. And the reason why we got to talk to y'all about it is because we don't want nobody missing no money, but we also don't want nobody jammed up. And I truly believe that is truly why we having a lot of stuff going on in the market right now. And I want us to be on point. So I definitely need us to be on point. Definitely want us to be on point. Jose, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I've been cooking on IG, cuz. I've been cooking on IG, cuz. You could...
Fish grease.
Cuz we had 3 posts hit $1 million views last month.
Fish grease.
Cooking. All right. So, Shazam X, what's good? Tell your boy go get love after lockup. That boy crazy.
Hey, my girl got me watching that.
All right,
Crazy.
So let's do our mantra. Let's get it. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I'm confident in our ability to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money, and I'm more than capable of operating this machine. Not only will I free myself, but my family will eat for a lifetime based on the information I apply today. I'm a money maker and a wealth builder. Today, I break all the chains that anchor me to that poverty mindset. My ancestors will smile now because I've turned our last names into an asset. My family's purchasing power will increase indefinitely. Today, I make the declaration that no longer will I be a slave to money. No longer will a generation behind me inherit lack. No longer will I submit to selling my time for money. I am a first-generation millionaire. I am the architect of my family's legacy. I am a certified Wall Street trapper, and Wall Street looks like us now. Let's go. Jose, the people on you for saying you're a girl. They say you're a wife, bro. Stop playing.
It's both. Wife, girl, love.
I ain't mad at
a
it.
half, boss. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's get to it, man. We're gonna get on these charts right quick. I want to show people today, like we saw something today that happened that was phenomenal. I ain't gonna lie, it knocked me out of 4 plays today because it hit my stop loss and I had to just honor it. So it knocked me out of 4 plays today. So I took profit on like 3 plays. I took L's on 3 plays all in one day. I ain't like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. ASTS, BE, Who? No, I took profit on that yesterday. We was up small yesterday, but we got out of that. ASTS, what it was? ASTS, BE. It's like 4 plays, man. Not as out of those 4 plays, but we still in like 20 plays that I ain't mad at. But I had a, Now yesterday, I saw it. Like yesterday, I watched it. I said, I got in the Patreon. I said, hey, we got to really pay attention to this last hour. And when I saw that weakness come in, I said, hey, y'all, I'm going to take some profit and we're going to cut some plays. And I actually told him yesterday, I was like, hey, I'm thinking about cutting ASTS, Google, and another play. And I didn't cut it. And shit, this was crazy. Anyway, today, though, we had a hell of a day today. So today we saw one of the craziest days in the market that we've seen in a long time. And let me tell you why the day was crazy. So this morning, what you had this morning was the market. You woke up this morning to the to the NASDAQ up 1.4%. ANET. There you go, ANET. Thank you, family. ANET. No, I kept drawing. Shit, I ain't let that go. So you woke up this morning to not an ANET, NASDAQ up 1.4%, right? S&P up almost 1%. Then by 11 o'clock, which is our time, so I always tell my people, like, sometimes you'll see me get in the play about 10:30, a little early, but I always kind of wait till that 10:45, 11 o'clock, because that's when the market kind of shifts, right? From 11 to 2, 11 to 3. So I said, and then at 11 o'clock, we see the market shift. So we go from being up 1.4% to down almost 4%, which is a 5.5% swing. So now it done stopped me out of my plays. And I don't got a regular stop out. Like, I don't got a regular stop loss. Mine ain't like 10%. I'm at like 35% for me. Like, because I know I don't want to get swept. Like, man, I ain't tripping. Man, that sucker done hit me. That sucker done went to like 43. I'm like, God damn. Shit. Damn. God damn. Like, I ain't had no choice. Like, damn. Oh, arm holdings. Sucker hit arm all the way to 60%, cuz. I said, bro, what the? But I'm not emotional. So I'm like, all right, let's cut it. So I cut my plays. I tell the people, I'm like, look, y'all, I would rather us cut a play than to be just deep underwater. Now, the way the arm play happened, it just happened so fast. Like we was down like 25, 30%, and then like it flushed the toilet on me. BE was up, flushed the toilet on me, right? So I'm like, all right, y'all. I'm like, listen. So I know people kind of like, damn. So I'm like, listen, don't panic, right? Just look at it like this. Yes, we had to exit those plays, but you still got, 70% of that bread, 50% of that bread, 60% of that bread. We'll use that in some plays. Like, don't trip on it. The market always swings. And I'm like, the plays we exited, there's a possibility we can re-enter them, right? There's a possibility to re-enter, and don't forget, they'll be cheaper. Premium's down. Because I'm all for buying on a red day. But I say the only thing we got to pay attention to is tomorrow is CPI data. So I'm always like hesitant to make a play before a CPI day. And because I know the oil, this war is making oil go up, and it becomes a lagging indicator. And the reason why it becomes a lagging indicator is because you don't see it. Like, we've been in this war now for 4 months, 4.5 months, going on 5 months. That's when it starts to be pressure. So I'm like, look, don't trip. I just want to watch this CPI data, because you think a 3% day was something today. A bad CPI report, you talking 4% by 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? You talking 4% at 10 o'clock. You like, yo, we just opened. The market, the report came out at 10:30. 8:30. It's 10 o'clock. Why are we down 4%? I can't eat breakfast now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm smoking cigarettes. I'm smoking Pall Mall and drinking coffee. Threw the fast away. Bad CPI report, you know what I'm saying? You get a bad CPI report, cuz, it mess your whole day up, cuz. You be like, bro, everything red. Moses, split the Red Sea, cuz. Go on, come back and split the Red Sea, bro. This ain't it. I'm underwater. Help me. Help me. So I'm like, all right, y'all. I'm like, look, let's just be cool. But then at 3 o'clock power hour, the NASDAQ jumps 3.3%. Now, it don't wipe away all the green, but it took all that away. I say, bro, this is crazy. But I had to think to myself, okay, what's happening? Right, so what's all going on? Now, this is just my own synopsis. So you got a few things going on. One, you got Elon Musk doing what's called a road show right now. So him and his executive, what is a road show? A road show is when the CEO and all of his executives, boy, what is this? Is when the CEO and all of his executives go out and sell the company now. So now they going out to all the big hedge funds. So now this is no longer about pre-IPO investing. This is now putting money on the books for IPO day. So IPO day is Friday. So now they going to all of the big companies. They going to JP Morgan. They going to all the big hedge funds. They going to all your 401k providers. They going to all of your retirement people. They going to all your pension fund people. They going to all of them people and they saying, hey, this is what we got for you. We got 555 million shares on the market. That's all we putting on the market. How many you want? How many you want? How many you want? So what they're doing right now, they getting bids on who's gonna lock in what they gonna get. So what that does is that allows the stock price to make that pop. So that's how you get that early rally when stocks IPO, because the day before they're gonna get it. So Elon has already said, yo, we IPO in at 112. Now this was a bold thing to do. The reason why this was a bold thing to do is because before IPO, you go shop around. So the underwriter, which is Goldman Sachs, they're the largest underwriter on the deal. They tell everybody, bro, I'm giving data right now, dog. Robbie liking that. So Goldman Sachs, which is the biggest underwriter of the SpaceX IPO, which is why Goldman Sachs shot up, which is one of the stocks we sold today. We took all them profits off Goldman Sachs. But it shot up. So it shot up because they're the leading IPO person. So now what Goldman has to do is they have to secure their underwriting, meaning you don't want to never underwrite a company that flops, that look bad on your jacket. So what you do is, so Goldman Sachs came with a report that said, bro, after doing my evaluation, we think that, watch this, SpaceX's AI infrastructure will be 100 times bigger by 2030. Now think about that, 100 times bigger than what it is now, what means that by 2030, they'll be doing about $3 billion in revenue. NVIDIA does $3 billion right now. Just to give you an idea of how big they saying SpaceX AI division will be by 2030. 2030 is only what? 4 years away. So in 4 years, now the thing about that, why is that so important, Trap? Well, the reason why that's so important is because right now, the thing that's holding SpaceX back is the AI division. Which is why Elon came out and said, I ain't making a chip that will be 2 to 3 times better than NVIDIA. So you got to start connecting the dots here. So Elon comes out with a statement based on the weakest part of the company. The strongest part of the company is Starlink, not even the rocket launch. It's Starlink, which is space communication. So Elon comes out and says, hey, we're going to make a chip that's 2-3 times better than NVIDIA. Goldman Sachs underwrites and say, I see the AI division being 100 times more than what it is now by 2030. Now, because Goldman Sachs has a name, they are the Phil Jackson of underwriting, it stamped it. So now when it stamps it, it now makes all of the People who were skeptical say, okay, well, since Goldman said this, I expect Elon to sell me on it. I expect the execs to sell me on it. But when Goldman says it, that's law. So now what happens is all of the fund managers are now saying, all right, give me 2 million shares, give me 4 million shares, give me 8 million shares, give me 10 million shares, give me 50 million shares, give me 30 million shares. So now the 135 price could get locked in, right? The 135 price can get locked in. But remember, there's only 555 million shares, which is scarcity for a company this big. Y'all with me right now? So now what happens is fund managers are now saying, hey, we got to get some bread. Where do we get bread from? All them profits we've been making for the last 9 weeks. Which is why you see the big drop Friday, because the road work started last week, which is when they dropped the $135 price tag. You see the big drop Friday. You see the relief rally Monday. You see the weakness in the end of the day. Today you see the rally, but then, we need bread. Well, that's part of the situation. The next part of the situation is what? Well, now we got Iran talks happening again. Well, why? Well, the 10-year coming down and prices of oil has come down, so the market shouldn't really shake. Well, somebody got shot down. So Trump says, we will 100% retaliate for that, okay? War back on. So we went from de-escalating, right? We went from de-escalating to ISO, back at it. Back at it. So now we got a war, right? Then we have SpaceX. That's 2 things. Then we have uncertainty with inflation tomorrow. Because war means inflation has to go up. There cannot be inflation with war. War means inflation. Why? Because oil becomes a constraint. Well, why does that? Well, when oil is a constraint, everything gets expensive. Because oil is attached to everything. We trapping right now? Also, here's a stat. We're getting closer to midterms now. We're 90 days away. Around about September, that's when they start, hey, pick it up. Pick it up. Y'all with me? So we have multiple things lining up. Then, June 17th, we have Kevin Warsh first FOMC meeting. So he got to come up and we got to, what is he going to say? Is he going to cut? Is he going to hike? Well, all that's going to be based on what CPI does tomorrow. Well, following CPI, you got what's called PPI. But what is PPI? Well, PPI is the data that tells us everything that we buy, the people we buy it from, what are they paying for? Because if their numbers are higher, you know our numbers going to be. So now we got high inflation. So we got high inflation. Now that means the Fed may have to do what? You might got a rate hike. What? You mean a rate hike is on the table? No. That can't be possible. So we have all of these things going at one time, which can be confusing to the new investor, which is why I said today, listen, if it hit, I'm okay with it hitting the stop because even though you still, I still stand on what I said before. We got to about August to this thing to run, for sure. But there will be pullbacks in the time being. And so this is why we got to be able to say, okay, it hit it, let me get it. Like we got to be willing to see when it's not so much as the tide is changing, but there's a difference in everything going straight up and every pullback is getting bought to now we're adjusting to, because think about this. In 15 days, so the S&P already told Elon, you can't fast track your way to the S&P. But the NASDAQ said after 15 days, we'll let you fast enter here. So if it gets into the NASDAQ now, guess what? fund managers can buy it, and now I can go into all these other ETFs. So there's a method to the madness. There's so many layers here. So we like, yo, what's going on with the market? Well, in order to know what's going on with the market, you got to understand all the different layers that's taking place. And so once you understand the different layers that's taking place, now you can say, oh, I see what's going on here. Let me be strategic with what I got going on. So I'm not saying that I'm not trying to make up for nothing. Like, we took an L. I'm sure we're on a crazy streak, but we got to understand where the volatility is coming from. If we understand where the volatility is coming from, now we can say, okay, let me be strategic with what I'm doing. And we don't never want the market to catch us off guard. So I hope I help some people out just now, man. Jose, I hope I help some people out just now.
No, that was good. And you said you running back some more?
Running back what?
As far as more on the SpaceX tip?
What do you mean?
You said throughout the show, you said it's going to be SpaceX heavy.
Oh, we got a lot of SpaceX talk, bro.
You know me, I'm all numbers. I'm just thinking numbers, right?
We got a bunch of SpaceX talk, bro.
Let's get it.
But before we do that, man, let's get into the people need to see these charts. And so now I want to explain something to them. I'm trying to touch it, fam. There we go. There we go. All right. So let me see in the chat if y'all was feeling what I was saying. Somebody say, boy, that was good, Trap. Okay. Long as I know y'all felt like y'all got something out of that, that'd be my whole thing. My whole thing is to try to make sure my people eat.
When I'm only peeking at the chat and you got me like this, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me first talk to my people about, all right, so here's what I want to do right here. All right, so I'm gonna put the whole world on, because I told my people today I was looking at something. I didn't strike on it, but I told them I was looking at something. And so let me see something right now. So I got you right quick, Benton. Ben, you can see my chart? All right, can y'all see the chart? All right, cool. So one of the companies I'm looking at getting in is Palo Alto. Now, I'll tell y'all why. So first thing we got to look at is, okay, so let me just walk y'all through this. Oh, we got our mentorship tomorrow, huh? We got our mentorship tomorrow, man. 2-day in person. You know we need a slip. We need a slip. We need a start, because I know people in Trappers, I know people that's going to be in here going to want to get in that mentorship. So we got our 2-day mentor hour. So it's a 6-month mentorship. And you do 2 days in person, 4 days with me, with the squad. We trading, we blueprinting, we game planning, we hot seating. You get the weekly call. So we doing that. 3,600 people in the chat, man. Let's go. So we're gonna start getting a form. That's what we gotta start doing on our show, getting a form. And when we get the form, we drop the form. Bernard, ask B right quick if you could create a form. And what I'll do is, we'll create the form. They put their name, number, email, first and last name, phone number, email. We put it in the chat. Once they fill out the form, somebody on the team will get on the phone and call them and see if they're eligible. Yeah, just to get in the mentor. Yeah. I'll get Bernard to make a form. We'll drop the form and we'll do that. Because I know a lot of people won't get it now, because they've been asking me forever. But anyway, let's go. So here's what we're going to point out. All right, so let's look at something right quick. B, come here, do me a favor. Can you get on HubSpot right quick? So create a form. On the form, they would have to fill out their first and last name, email, and phone number. It's only for people that's interested in getting in the mentorship. I already told them what it is. It's 6 months, 2 days a month you come in person. We do live calls weekly. And if you can't come in person, we still do it via Zoom and stream. 4 days, breakfast, lunch, all that. And the goal is to just be intimate. So do me a favor, B, create that form and then give it to Jose. We'll put it in the chat, and whoever fill it out, they'll get a phone call from us to see, what that looked like for them. You feel me? So yeah. So here we go. So here's what we see right here. So we know right here, based on this is a, what y'all? Key level, right? We know that that's a key level. Well, why is that a key level, Bill? Because this was your high. Let's mark it. You can't see it? I thought Ben said they could see it. Yeah, I thought there we go, yeah. All right, so this is a high right here, right? So that's your high. And then from this high, you create this low, right? We see that. We can't hide from that. We see that. Well, notice what happened here. We create the all-time high right here. We create the all-time high right here. From this all-time high, we fall down, right? But notice where it fell at. It fell right on that key level. Well, what was the key level it fell on? Well, 261 was the key level, right? It came all the way down. Now, notice what it did. Y'all always hear I talk about something called dynamic support. Notice it came all the way down here to this dynamic support area and did what? Bounce off that 20 SMA. Well, what do you see that long wick tells us? That long wick tells us that buyers stepped in. How do we know? Let's go to the hour and see. Well, my. What do we see on the hourly chart? Well, we see buyers stepping in. You get the equal low, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. So the last 4 hours of the day, buyers stepped in. Right? Right off of our what? Key level that's over here. Let's make it go down. You got your key level. Buyers drop on the hourly, come in, and we start picking back up. Does that match the 4 hour? Look how I look on the 4 hour. Break the key level. This is called a sweep. Why is this called a sweep, Trap? Because most investors will have their stop loss right there. Why? Because common sense. It is not that they're wrong. Just trader logic says this is a key level. If it breaks this level, the only other level you will go to would be that low that it created, which is the higher low. So you got the option. Here's the higher low that created. Here's the higher high. Here's the all-time high right here. Came off all-time high and created what? That low. So your key level going to either be, once it break that key level, you're going to say one or two things. It's going to either come down to that key level, which is 243.68, or you might say, if it bounce off 245, which is the 50. So those are the two things you're looking for on the 4 hour. But if you come to the daily, now it looks a little bit different. For the daily, you can say if it comes down to 243, that's it. Well, because I don't execute off the 4 hour, I'm like, yo, that 50 ain't till 208. So my mind is either I'm going to exit at 243 or see what I can do at 243. But for me, I'm going to exit at 261. I ain't tripping. If somebody wanted to be tight, y'all know I got a little leniency with me. You know what I'm saying? I want to see. Let me see. Don't panic. Don't panic. That's my favorite thing to say. Hey, don't panic. Keep it cool. Relax. So 243 would be a good entry if you saw some reversals happening. But right now, what do you see? You see it came down to 260. Again, broke that. That's why I like the 1 hour, because you don't get to see all the noise. You know what I mean? That's why I like the daily, because you don't see all the noise. All I see is we get a key level, break, seller, buyer step in, bounce off the 50, you get a reverse. So one of the things I'm looking for is to see if we can reclaim the 261. I think that'd be a great entry in the morning. I can watch. So in the mentorship tomorrow, that'd be going to be something I'm going to really be looking at. I'm going to show them, I'll break it down. So that's something I'm looking at. Did that make sense to everybody? I hope it made sense to everybody. Let's go a little further and see if we got a couple more things we can look at. And I'm just coming off the top of my head right here. Let's look at the Qs right quick. Again, here we go. Let's see what happened. Now, the Qs show us something that's powerful. Watch this. Ooh, hey, bro, I'm not going to lie, dog. Bro, I got eye like a hawk. Call me. That's an owl. That's an owl. Bro, watch what I'm about to show you right here. I ain't looked at this chart till just now, bro. Watch this. Watch this, Rob. Watch this, Rob. Watch me work, Rob. Watch me work, Rob. Gap fill. Ooh! Come on, man. Come on. Bro, stop playing with me, man. Bro, they better stop playing with me, dog. Teach me, baby. Don't you know that I'm a teach me, baby. Hey, bro. Hey. Hey. So, here's what happened. This is why I always tell my people in the Patreon, find your nearest gap. And it don't mean it's going to always come hit it. It just mean you just see what happened when it get there. Here's what happened. This on the daily. Ashan, come on, boy. Ashan, come on, bro. Come on, Sean. You see me cooking. While I'm cooking. What do we see? We got the gap fill here. Comes all the way down. Touches the gap. ISO. Reverse it. Reverse, reverse, reverse.
He did it by 11 cents.
Huh?
He did it by 11 cents.
It did it by 11 cents. That's just enough to go in there, touch it, let's go. So what did we get? So everybody don't know, gap fills mean there's orders right there that didn't get filled. So these are the things that I tell my people in the Patreon, like, bro, you don't gotta panic if you see where your gap's at. Right? Now let me show you, this would have been me. So watch this. So here we have so one that's an equal low right there. Right? But watch this. Before anything, this was an all-time high. So from this higher high, you created what, Rob? Higher low. That's the sequence. We can't forget the sequence, Rob. The sequence is the sequence. After one comes what? Two. That's the sequence. You can't mix that sequence up. I ain't make that up. So we create the higher high, then you get the what? Higher low. Okay, watch this. This is why it's important for us to pay attention to where our gap's at. So now for the average person, you like, Trap, that's the high from that low. Now let's mark it out. From that low, what do you get, Trap? Well, from that low, you got this all-time high. That makes sense to me. That makes perfect sense to me. So from that high, you bring down. So in my mind, for the average person, you're going to say, hey, you got two things to say here. All right, Trap, well, it broke the high. I just said this in the last shot we looked at. You're going to do one or two things. If it breaks the high, which is a key level, you're going to ask yourself one or two things. Does it bounce off dynamic, or are you going to say, I'm going to give it grace to see if it comes down to that low? Now, if it breaks that low, you're like, hey, I'm out of there. But here's the thing. If you look at that low, you say, hey, there's a gap right there. So that's why you got to be paying attention to what you see. That's why I say sometimes your stop loss can be compromised. And I know I do it all the time. I'm like, here's my stop. Boy, but if there's a gap right there, I might wait. Sometimes it work out, sometimes it don't. Sometimes it may go sell side liquidity, mean it hit the gap and keep going down. All right, trust. It is what it is. Right? So here we go. It breaks the high, the first key level, big red candles, 3 big red candles. Well, 2 big red candles. And then it breaks the 694, which is the higher low. So I'm not mad if you cut that plate. But if you pay close attention, you're like, all right, bro, like this is why I be at like, man, let me just hold for that gap right quick. Let me just see what it do for the gap. Nah, if it push past the gap, I'm dead and stinking. But notice it comes to the gap, reverse. Okay, now let's pay attention to it, Rob. Let's look at it right quick, Rob. We're going to circle it here, and let's go to the 1 hour. Oh, my God. Right, that's beautiful beam footage. In the Patreon, we talk about 3 things a lot. Dynamic support, gap fill reversals. Dynamic support, gap fill reversals. Now you can look at this, now don't get me wrong, that's a lot of selling pressure. But that's also a lot of buying pressure that stepped in. This is just me trying to help y'all understand the charts a little bit better. And even with the understanding, like, it's not saying you're not gonna lose a trade. It's just saying you just can understand what's going on. Right? Let me do one more for y'all before we get into the thing. Let me know if y'all learning something right now. Let me know if y'all learning something right now. All right, let me know if y'all learning something right now, man. Let me see, what people ask me to look at? They made me look at MU. All right, man, look at this. This is beautiful. This butter. Rob is butter again, bro. Rob is butter. All right, it ain't hard to see. All right, so check it out. We got 818 is the key level, right? We had a gap up top right here. We're gonna mark the gap out. We had a gap here. Notice, we had a gap, then it dropped, then notice, this candle today opened inside the gap, red candle opened up top, came all the way down, but where did it come down to, y'all? Dynamic support. Caught the dynamic support, then did what? Reverse, reverse, reverse. Cha-cha slide, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. This is some of the things we try to teach the trappers. So this ain't me just pulling numbers out of my head. This ain't me just guessing. This ain't me saying, it's me saying, hey, let's look at the chart and see what's happening. What I want y'all to do is, like, just start looking at the chart to see what's gonna happen. And what happens is, this allows you to get out your feelings. Yep, that allows you to get out your feelings. So that's what we got. We talked about we talked about QQQ. We talked about, what else we did? PANW. Then we looked at MU. So there we go. I hope we got a lot out of this tonight, man. Trapping on the charts with Trap, man. Trapping with Trap. Let's go. Jose, how you feel about that, bro?
Nah, you went crazy on that.
All right, let's get it, man. We got 3,600 people in the chat. Let's go, man.
Let's get 4,000 in here.
Man, we can get 4,000, bro. Hey, listen, hey. Jose, I think we can hit 5,000 people before the year out.
Oh, yeah.
That's only 1,500 more people. I think we can do it, dog.
Yeah.
We averaging 3,500 a show now, bro. I like it. All right, let's get it, man. What we got next, man? Let's go recession portfolio. All right, man, let's show the people the bread, man. We gotta show the people the bread, man. Gotta show the people the money, because that's what they come for. All right, so we got out of Apple. Now, I'm gonna say something. Now, my Patreon people might not say this to me, but we got out of that Apple call looking really, really good. Then the next 2 days, it fell out of the sky. I know we looking at some of the plays we took some L's on the last 2 days, but we made a nice chunk of change on Apple and got out of it before it fell out the sky. Y'all ain't gonna thank me for it, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? It bottomed out 2 days after we got out of it. Might be a re-enter for us with Apple. Might be. All right, so we in CrowdStrike. And all the plays we in right now, we in range. I don't mind being down on a play. All right, so we in CrowdStrike, that one down a bit. We in Dell twice, right? Drum. Believe in that one. Google was so close to getting cut. Then it rallied. Intel is pissing me off. Marvell, I'm looking for another leg. I'm looking for another leg in Marvell. Let's go a little further. MU. NBIS held up really good. SNDK, we love it. STX, we up. STX1, we down. UFO is down. NWDC. If you notice, I'm not in a lot of plays no more. Remember, at one point, we was in 41 plays. So we've been taking profits, getting out, taking profits, getting out. So I like where we at right now. We sitting on $1 million in cash. Not mad at that, so we got ammo, right? And I'm not mad at where we at, though. So let's go a little further. There's a couple plays I'm looking at. I'll give y'all something. I'm looking at PANW. I'm looking to get back in WDC. We took profit on TSM. We took profit on TER. We took profit on Goldman Sachs. We took a loss on ANET. We took profit on Apple. We took profit on QQQ. We took a loss on ANET. We took a loss on ACHR. We took profit on ACLS. We took a loss on I know y'all gonna let me forget what I took a loss on. One thing they ain't gonna do. I think we took a small loss on, I don't know if we took a loss. What we took a loss on? GSIT, yep, GSIT, we took a loss on that. I just be trying to be transparent so we can know, like, so I don't want people to, think I'm lying, so. Planet Labs, we took profit on that. Big profit on Planet Labs. We took a loss on ARM. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, ARM pissed. And we took a loss on BE for the first time. 5 times we've been in BE. First time I took a loss on it, bro. Yep, so we took a loss on ARM, ANET, ACHR, GSIT, and BE. We took a loss on those. We took profits on Planet Labs, TSM, TER, Goldman Sachs, Apple, QQQ, and ACLS. So we took some losses, we took some profit. More profit than losses. So that's where we at right now. So just wanted to let people know. All right, so here's the buy and hold, Ashan. I was up 35%, Ashan, but we up 30% on the buy and hold. Costco, EME. Oh, we did take profit on NVIDIA. So we didn't lose on it, we took profit. We took profit on the NVIDIA play. I think we took profit on the NVIDIA play. I don't want to lie. I think we took profit on the NVIDIA play. I can't remember what that one was. I think we took profit on that one. We took profit on the NVIDIA play. We took profit on, was it a small profit or did we? I think we took a small profit on that. I think I took a small, somebody said, I never knew you got out of Apple. Hey, you got to get them alerts when I put them in the group. All right, so make sure, if you're in the Patreon, make sure you got your alerts on. Make sure you got your alerts on, for sure. So yeah, we took profit on NVIDIA, Planet Labs, TSM, TER, Goldman Sachs, Apple, QQQ, ACLS. We had some other stuff, I forgot. Anyway, so that's where we at, man. Let's go a little further. All right, so here's our buy and hold. We got Costco, EME, Fix, ITA, MU, NVIDIA, PWR, STX, TPL, and WMT. That's where we at right now. So we have 30% year to date. We have 30% year to date. So not mad at that. Not mad at that at all. So, all right, let's get to it, man. All right, here are 8 worst days in the S&P history. I want y'all to see this so you can think this. These days don't happen a lot. All right, so you get March 10th, 2025, 720 points. April 10th, 2025, 738 points. Boy, imagine experiencing that back-to-back. Golly. March 2020, 750 points. October 25, 800 damn. That was the soybeans. I remember that. April 4th, 2020, bro, 2025 went crazy. Bro, Trump had us in a chokehold. 2025, boy, God, lie. March 2020, 970 points. April 3rd, 2025. Bro had us in a jam he was belting ass with us in 2025, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He was belting ass with us in 2025, bro. Golly, man. He was smoking us in 2025. My 1.5 million all up in there. In a matter from March to April. Golly, bro. Imagine having 6 of the 6 of the worst days in 2 months under your regime. That's sick, bro. And then 7 of the worst days is under your regime. June 5th, which was Friday, 2026, 1,121 points. Boy had the check engine light on the whole Q1. Boy, bro had us all stressed in Q1, bro. Golly, man. Anyway, that was the worst days, the worst drops we saw in a day on the market. Anyway, let's go. All right, so here I got something for you. Even years that gained 20% had a bad day. The worst day of the year for the S&P 500 when it is greater than 20% for the year. So here's what I want you to see. Here's the days, the worst days, 2%, 2%, 1%, 2%. Imagine in 1997 we had a 6.9% day. That would have shook my jelly. Bro, a 6% day? I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a lot. 6%, you wake up in the morning like, yeah, bro, I'm about to kill it in the market day, 6%. As a matter of fact, that's 7% in a day. Man. I ain't gonna lie, that's a different type of commitment. 2,100 points, bro.
2,100 points.
That is insane. 2,100 points. And here we go. But watch this. Even on the worst day like this, watch this, the full year, look what the market's done. 45%, 38%, 34%, 31%, 31%, 29%, 28%. Even on a 6.9% day, Ashan, the market still returned 31% that whole year. That's insane, right? Even in 1989 at 6.1%, 27% return. 1998, 6.8% had a 26% return. So I'm saying all this to say, even on the days where the market has, now watch this, I gotta say this though. Think about this. Even though 7 of the 8 worst days in the market was last year, the market still ended double-digit positive. You just had to be able to withstand that pressure. That's a good point to be made right there. That's a good point to be made right there. I hope this helps somebody. Even in the worst days, if you can just withstand, this is the worst days. The market still printed double digits. That's insane. Let's go a little further. When Wall Street outgrows the economy. So the U.S. stock market cap to GDP, which means the market cap of the stock to gross domestic product ratio is up to a record 238%. That comes as the stock market value surged to an all-time high of $75.7 trillion, far exceeding the $31.8 trillion size of the economy. So let me break that down in perspective. The stock market has a market cap of $75.5 trillion. U.S. GDP is $31.8 trillion. So the stock market is bigger than the economy. That's what they're saying right here. The ratio has surged 38 percentage points since March 30th bottom of the S&P 500. The metric is also known as now 90% points above the dot-com bubble of 2000, which was 148%. Since the 2008 financial crisis, the U.S. stock market has grown at 5x the rate of the underlying economy. Asset owners are winning more than ever. I'll say that again. Asset owners are winning now more than ever. Why am I saying that to y'all? Stop letting these red days shake you out of position. The stock market is designed to go up. The problem with that and the problem with us as traders, as investors, as whatever we want to call ourselves, is the fact that we forget that the market has to come down so it can shoot back up. And so we get depressed when the market comes down and we lose. So for buying whole, you should never sell. For options, if it hits your stop loss on a day like this, don't get mad because you got shook out. Man, it was up 1.4%, then went down 3-point-some%. Bro, if it hits your stop, cut it. Man, it rather I should have hold. I never think like that. That's called Monday morning football. Meaning, you look at the film and you think about everything you should have did. It's different in real time. If we would have knew what it was going to do, we all would be sitting here quadrillionaires. Elon Musk wouldn't be the first trillionaire. Right? But the problem is we got to do it in real time. And so you got to make real time decisions. This is why you set rules. This is why you create a system. This is why I don't have my stops tight. I give myself a little room. Why? Because I don't want to get liquidity swept. I know how they play that game. But if they come down and put enough pressure where it break my alarm go off, I got to say, hey, I'm good. And then you sit on the cash, you say, I bet I'm still up for the year. The bad part is maybe that's your first or second trade and you be like, damn, on my first few trades I lost. I bet it happens. Suck it up, buttercup. You got more plays to be made. Do you want to win at the game or do you just trying to make a quick flip? If you're trying to make a quick flip, I promise you, you're going to get hit. You're going to get hurt more times than often. If you're telling yourself, I'm going to play the game for the long term and I'm going to just keep getting better at it, I promise you, you're going to make some money. Because I'm damn sure looking to deploy at least $500,000 of that $1 million I got sitting on the side. All option plays. It's just the nature of the game. It's just the nature of the game. Let's go a little further, man. This was interesting. Berkshire Hathaway could buy up the S&P 500. Watch this. Berkshire Hathaway now holds nearly $400 billion in cash and cash equivalents and short-term U.S. treasuries, enough to theoretically acquire almost 480 companies within the S&P 500. The record cash position comes after more than 3 years of net stock sales and strong cash generation from Berkshire's business. Historically, Warren Buffett has built large cash reserves ahead of market opportunities, signaling that Berkshire may be waiting patiently for more attractive valuations before making its next major move. Now, my only downfall to that is this. While I would never question Warren Buffett, I truly feel like last year, 2025, when we had that I would have unloaded. 400 million, 200, 300, that gone. Oh. Bro, I'm sitting on $400 million and Trump tanking the market like that? Oh, let me get at it. If you got 400, watch this. If you have 400 billion sitting on the side, bro, if he put 300 million of that into the market, he a trillionaire. Know why? S&DK, MU. But Buffett don't like tech stocks like that. That's my only flaw with the OG is like, OG, you brilliant. How you don't like tech though? He don't like tech like talking about it. He like them banks, he like them insurance companies. He don't like a lot of tech. I'm not mad at him because you stick to what got you where you are. So who am I? I ain't never made $1 billion. So I can't tell a billionaire shit. That's our problem. We want to tell people who did stuff that we ain't never done what they should be doing. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna go and leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone, right? We want to tell people who've done what we ain't done what they should be doing. I'm not gonna cross that line. I ain't never made $1 billion. So you know what, OG? You do what works for you. Clearly, you got a plan. And it works. Well. Let's go a little further. All right, check this cat. Check this out from Kathy Woods, how she speaked on being overvalued. Let's check this one out.
How do you answer the critics who are talking about these are money-losing companies right now and they've got sky-high valuations?
Yes, this is the difference between short-term investment time horizons and longer-term investment time horizons. Venture capital has longer-term investment time horizon and wants companies to invest aggressively now, forego short-term profitability to capitalize on these massive opportunities. And just to give you a sense, SpaceX with Starlink turned profitable, then it bought XAI. And by the way, the profitability that we see spewing out of Starlink is going to be astonishing. And SpaceX has a 10-year lead on any other company. It was the first company to launch a reusable rocket 10 years ago, 2015. Blue Origin is the second one. That was last year. I think it was last November, I think. And it has been unable to relaunch successfully. That's the key here. So we are very focused on companies developing a moat, which SpaceX and OpenAI and Anthropic all have those massive moats. They're investing aggressively now because they are going to deliver on operating profit models that are software-like, shall I say.
Say, bro, can I stop the show for a second, bro? Can I stop the show for a second, bro? I know this not a political show, bro, but before we get into what we talked about, bro, you heard about the dude, the young black kid,
the gas station?
Carmelo? Bro. I just feel some kind of way about that. And the reason, I don't feel like the dude deserved to die. But I also feel like that was self-defense, bro. You saw it?
I did.
Being found guilty of first-degree murder, bro, I don't know if that was first-degree murder, bro. It's just my thoughts, just my opinion. Just my thoughts, just my opinion, bro. It's not a political show. I'm not here to talk politics from that perspective, but I don't think that was manslaughter, self-defense. I mean, George Zimmerman got away with the police telling him no, leave the little boy alone. And he walked free. The police say, hey, leave the little boy alone. Zimmerman, he leave the little boy alone. He completely disregarded what the people told him to do. I'm gonna say, bro, this is why, and we know for a fact, and I'm gonna say this, I don't care. I know I got some of my Caucasian friends on this show, but what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. We know for a fact, if that shoe was the other way around,
Actually, prior to you saying the name, I was thinking about the gas station one. I didn't even know how old boy had got off. Shooting him in the back.
19 years old, bro. Faces 99 years in prison. And a judge, on first-degree murder, the judge got to give you what the charge holds. That's bad business, bro. That's bad business, bro. So I just, young dude on his way to college, gone. And this what I be telling us, bro, like, I'm not gonna lie, and I'ma just, like, it's how I feel like. This is why we gotta get our money right. I'm not gonna lie, that's why I be an advocate for the market. Because the only way you fight a system that don't respect you is with money. It's the only way you fight a system that don't respect you, bro. It's hard, bro. Because, bro, life could put you in some crazy situations sometime, bro. And you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I was in St. Thomas, bro. I'm in the car, and dude stops to pick up 2 people. I'm like, what, bro? Like, you don't mind? No, I do mind.
Right.
Yes, I mind. Right, pick up 2 females in the car. Bro, what? Bro, I'm on alert, boy. I'm in that thing like, just know I ain't going. And my mom like, just know, they gonna take all y'all, partner. I'm outside. I'm with all that, cuz. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, like, life will put you in some situations, bro, and you gotta be willing to, damn, bro, I hate to see that man gone like that at 19, bro. Nobody wins in that. Because, you know, the white dude family feel like they got justice, but they lost their son. The black dude family feel like they didn't get no justice and they lost their son. Anyway, just wanted to put that out there, man. Just wanted to, man. All right, so Kathy talking about, I apologize, y'all, but Kathy talking about SpaceX. Now, I will say that SpaceX probably has about a 3 to 4 year head start on anybody else. Blue Origin keep blowing up. So Jeff Bezos, they keep blowing up. Every time they try to get it up there, blow up. You know what I'm saying? It just keep blowing up. So I will say that Elon has a head start on everybody else. Also, with what SpaceX is doing, you got to look at SpaceX as not just a rocket company. I want you to look at them from a different perspective, because people are looking at it from the front face and value. But look at it from this perspective. They are, remember we used to watch Star Trek and they say, welcome to the next frontier? That was Star Trek used to say that, right? That's what they doing right now. And here's why what he doing gonna be so crazy. Bro, you know they're trying to build data centers out there, right? That's the whole goal. You know that, right? The goal of the space joint is to build the data centers out of space, bro. So the rockets and all that just gonna be, and I know people gonna be like, bro, we ain't gonna do that, and they always say it's crazy until it get done. First of all, he started using reusable rockets. That's never been heard of before in a day of his life. Then he started landing rockets by themselves. How you land a rocket back into the, is where we going. And they gonna use AI to get them there, bro. I'm saying this to all of us. I don't think we need to invest in SpaceX soon as it come out. I think we need to wait. let the people get their money, let the lockout money. But then Elon came up with a special, he did something that was real dope, bro. Like, the dude brilliant. He did something to where, like, I think he got a clause in his stuff where you can only sell the SpaceX stock, I think it was 30, 60, 90 days, if the stock is up like 15, 20, and 30%. If I go look, I gotta go look at that paperwork the right way. Meaning the people who got in that IPO, like, they can only sell it if the stock is up like 15, 20, 30%. He got it in increments. So that's gonna keep the stock from crashing. Bro, the dude's different, bro. Yeah, the dude different. The dude different. Right? So that's one part of the lockout period is like they can only sell it up a certain percent. Yeah. But I don't think that we should buy as soon as an IPO, bro. I think that we should wait. But what I will say is the ecosystem around what SpaceX is doing, that's where the money gonna be made at. And here's why I say that. We all know that NVIDIA is the big dog of AI. There's no even like, I'm gonna be real with you. AMD, Lisa Su, y'all cool, but like y'all not even close. Don't get me wrong. Stock is, but this what I mean. You just need NVIDIA to validate the space. Everybody else can run based off that validation. Does that make sense? But if NVIDIA fails, the whole space fails. You feel what I'm saying? So all space needs is SpaceX to succeed. Everybody else win. Does that make sense? So we think about it. When NVIDIA first started shifting the AI narrative, 2022, 2023, they was the one running. And then they built the ecosystem around it. And then they be, okay, we need this, 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 we need memory, we need internet, we need copper, we need light, we need photonics, we need energy, we need water, okay, now y'all can win. Somebody say it should be illegal for Elon to control the selling of SpaceX stock. It ain't never should be illegal. It's my company. I set the rules if you won't buy my stock. No, that ain't illegal. What are you talking about? That ain't illegal. It's my stock. Here's the rules if you won't own it. That ain't illegal. What's the difference between a store saying you want to come in my store, you got to have your shoes on? If they say take your shoes off when you come in my store, either you won't shop in my store or you don't. That ain't illegal. Here's the requirements. Here's the requirements. I promise you, we not short on people won't buy it. I've been selling it for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? He wrote the rule book. Let's go a little further, man. Yeah, nobody don't say nothing when you go to, hey, it's a 2-drink minimum up in here. Must be 18 or over. We heard, must be 18 or over.
Ladies get in free.
Ladies get, listen, do you want to come or not? It's the rules. Let's go a little further, man. Okay.
What's going on, Trap? Jose, I appreciate you. So what's the biggest mistake people make before buying a swing option? I understand sector strength, RSI, the 50-day moving average, and strike selection. My challenge is knowing when a setup is actually ready versus when I'm forcing a trade. What has to line up before you move a stock from your watch list into an actual position?
What's his name in the Patreon, bro? That's a good question. I think one of the biggest mistakes that people make is buying a play based on the candle instead of the structure. A lot of people candle chase. You candle chase. So when you candle chase, you don't see structure in place. So like for me, I'll buy a pullback buy, but I understand the structure. So I'm like, okay, boom, it's here, pullback buy, I'll get in here. I'm looking at my moving averages. I'm looking at where my gap fills at. That's good. Now, if some news come out that causes stock to move tomorrow, I can't do that. What people need to realize is once you press buy, you lose control after that. The only control you have is when you buy and when you sell. That's the only control you have. I buy it here, I sell it here. Win or lose, that's the only control you have, right? So I think one of the biggest things one of the biggest mistakes people make, King, is buying based on candle, not on structure. Think that's it. That's one. Second one is you ask, I think this is a good one too. You said, Trap, what has to happen before you see a stock move from watch list to execution? I think that's the type of question that really help me help people, right? So you build your watch list out on companies that are great fundamentally, and you see maybe structure building, you see maybe consolidation happening, accumulation happening, you see that. So in order for me to move it from watch list to execution, I need to see, is it above the 20 and the 50? For me, that's how I'm executing. Did it bounce off of a key level? Is it a gap fill? Like, do I see it? My only problem, I'll be having so much stuff on the watch list, sometimes I miss. But is it coming into a gap to fill? And then if I see it changing on that 1 hour. So it's a few things that can be happening based on what I'm trying to execute. But I could care less if a stock has been, this stock running. Man, I don't care. The market don't lack opportunity. So I don't feel like I missed out. And I'll give you an example. Like, I think some people in my group had got in a play a while back. They got in there without me. I was like, ugh. I said, well, y'all jumped in there without me. They was like, hey, child, you was slipping, bro. We jumped out the plane. I was like, bad. I didn't feel no kind of way about that. Right? So 100% for it to go from watch list to execution, man, I appreciate making sure I support the right people on the internet. Man, thank you, family. Keen and Grace, thank you, brother. I appreciate that so much, man. I'm going to like this one myself. There you go. Yep. So to go from watch list to execution, one, there's a few things that need to happen. I need to see it above the 20 and the 50, so that's going to give me what I need. Or is it a bounce off? Is it a stock that's fell and bounce off the 50 like we've seen? I'm getting into that. That can go from watch list to execution. Is it a gap fill reversal where it's hit the gap, started changing up? I'm going to get into that. So just need to see a couple of things, but it depends on, because there's different ways that I execute on. 1 or 3 or 4 things have to happen. But most importantly, the thing that has to happen, it has to be in an uptrend. I'm not counter trend trading. Has to be in an uptrend. I'm not counter trend trading. So, man, I definitely hope that helped, man. Man, that was a really great question, family. That was a really great, shout out to him for that great ass question, man. All right, let's go a little further. What we got? Not everyone is excited about the upcoming SpaceX IPO. Remember, I always say this to us. Don't just disregard a person that has a different perspective from you on a company. Here's why. I always go on Seeking Alpha just to look at the people who don't agree with me. Because don't nobody hit lower than a person in the argument that won't get their point right. Like, damn, bro, you had to say that, bro. I thought that was between us. How you found that out? Well, when people don't like a stock, they'll go get some data that you overlook. And it's not on you to overlook them. It's actually for you to pay attention to them and then measure what they said to the data that you have and see if you can combat that. Or was this a blind spot that you just didn't see? Let's go into that.
Joining us right now to talk all things markets is Steve Eisman. He is the host of the Real Eisman Playbook podcast. And Steve, thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Why don't we talk first about the SpaceX IPO? We're anticipating it's going to be here later this week.
Sure.
Even come Friday.
I'm not a fan.
Why? Explain.
Let's see. If you read the prospectus, there's some amusing stuff in the prospectus. Like, my favorite part of the prospectus is that one of the things that SpaceX wants to do is asteroid mining. I thought that was kind of funny. There's some asteroid mining going on in this sci-fi show on Apple called For All Mankind. It's a central theme. Yeah. But I think the probability of asteroid mining happening anytime soon is pretty low. But I think what is probably most important in the prospectus is how capital intensive SpaceX has become. So if you go back to fiscal year 2023 and you compare revenue to CapEx was only 42% of revenue. Mm-hmm. And in the most recent first quarter, it was 215% of revenue. And that's because back in fiscal year 2023, SpaceX was not in AI. Mm-hmm. It was just in Starlink and
so it's not even space that's so hard. It's the AI.
It's the AI that is incredibly capital intensive. And Grok, with all due respect to Elon Musk, is not a world-class AI company.
Boy, hit him with the all due respect. What? Well, all due respect is not what? So I always say that, man, pay attention to the people who have always pay attention to the people who don't agree with you because they do have some legitimacy to their argument. And so I never disregard the person who doesn't agree with what I'm saying. I never disregard the person who doesn't agree with the stock that I'm looking at. I actually pay more attention to them because they actually help me see the stock better. So shoot to 3,800 people in the chat, Jose. If we could get that, bro, we need 185 people. I need everybody in here to send this to somebody. We need 185 people. Let's hit 4,000 people tonight, man.
And hit the likes. They been stingy on the likes. All this free game, bro. Like,
do we got 24 likes?
Man, no. You got to refresh. It's 13. It's 1,300.
Let me see. All right, we got 13K likes, man.
Yeah.
Let's get the likes up to 2,000. Let's get it to 2,000, y'all. It's 3,800 of y'all in here. Everybody in here just like the thing right quick. Just like it right quick. That's all. Just like it right quick. All right, let's go a little further. A SpaceX IPO could mint. Now watch this. 4,000 employee millionaires. Hey, bro, you know what? I would love to make everybody who was a part of Howard Enterprise a millionaire. I would love that. Right? SpaceX could mint 4,000. That's like NVIDIA, though. Right? Watch this. Let's talk about it for a second. At a reported $1.7 trillion valuation, a public offering of the rocket company could rank amongst the biggest employee wealth events in modern business. Stock grants and stock options will convert years of private company upside into realized personal wealth at unusual scale. The gains will reach far beyond senior leadership. More than 400 employees could be worth 100.
Wait, see, look, you had read it. I had to read it myself. 400.
Bro, what?
People.
More than 400 employees could be worth $100 million, with engineers, factory teams, and operations also positioned for life-changing payouts if the offering goes through well. I'm going to tell you something. Bro, I'm selling.
That's what I'm about to say. Say you make it 350.
B, cash me out, bro.
You make it 350, 400, and now you 100 mil?
Cash me out, cuz.
Shh, I'm out. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take my lunch break.
Cash me out,
It's April.
cuz.
I'll be right back.
But I ain't gonna lie, though. I might still work there, though. I ain't lying. I might still work there. But cash me out.
They'd be like, Leon, we need you to work overtime.
Man, cash me out. Here's why, though. I'm going to be real with you. If you've been there that long, you built up some type of relationship with that company, dog. Like, you won't, like, people who've been there for, you got to think, bro. People who've been there for 20 years. So for them to see this company go public, to see how they about to change the game, they not just like, yo, I'm about to quit. Some people gonna quit, but some people gonna love what they do. They like, nah, bro, like, I won't send this rocket out of space. I won't send this. I ain't not, you know why we saying we'll quit? Bro, that's 100 M's, cuz. That ain't 5. That ain't 3. That's 100. Bro, about to be worth it. Damn. Man, put that in the chat. Would you quit? You gotta realize too, bro, like, they been in there since that thing was probably like $2 a share. Huh? Come on, cuz. Cuz say, when you do it, cuz I ain't quit. You better not do that shit, Ashawn.
What?
You know the thing.
Huh?
The thing.
What thing?
Don't you do it.
I don't do what thing?
What you usually do.
I'm lost.
You know what he be doing.
Okay, so that was like months ago?
Don't matter. That's on your record. It's on
One
your record,
time?
cuz. It's on your record. Records don't get expunged over here, dog.
That's crazy.
Not that type of party, cuz. Once you do it once, it's on your record for the rest of your life. We don't expunge records over here, cuz. I know it ain't fair. Neither is your judicial system. We operate under the same laws. What's good for the goose is not good for the gander.
44% say they chilling. They
I'm trying to tell you, cuz. Now, here's the thing, though. Even if you cut me, I ain't mad because I'm 100 M's. Hey, Trap, we don't really need you to... Man, look. You owe me an explanation, cuz. Matter of fact, man, just give me the 7, bro. I'm good. I'm good, bro. I'm 100 M's. I'm 100 M's. Bro, cut me. Lay me off, bro. Lay me off, cuz. Man, lay me off. I ain't tripping.
Can you imagine they at the water cooler talking about what type of yacht did you get this
At the water cooler. Yeah, bro, what you got? Oh, man, I just got that. Yeah, I'm going to Monaco. You know what I'm talking about? Got
We
that
talking
big
about
yacht.
shoes. They talking
Oh,
about
I want to say this right quick. I wanted to send this to Steve. I want everybody to know this. Don't ever let nobody, moving forward. No. This has got to be real. This got to be real. This got to be real, bro. It's got to be said. It's got to be said. Moving forward, I don't want another African American to say wealthy people don't flex. Stop using that on us. Stop saying, wealth is quiet. No, it ain't. Go to Monaco. They racing yachts. Listen to me. The yacht 8 million. The other yacht 10 million. They racing them. What? Real. Race the yacht.
It's quiet because it's in their bubble.
No. So I'm telling black people moving forward, if a black person tell me wealthy people quiet, I'm punching you. Yup. If you see my rollie on, and I hop on my bent, and you be like, oh, that's new money. Wealth ain't loud. I'm punching you. Boom. Lights out. Lights out. Because you don't know nothing. Bro, every year I be looking at the Monaco pictures like, bro, like, and that ain't new money. That's old money. That's just their playground. You feel me? That's their playground. You don't know their playground. You don't know the playground. So next time a black person tell me that I'm punching them, straight up, broke, wealth is quiet, boom. Shut up.
Now you quiet.
Now you quiet. Because your lips swole. Yeah, bro, if you go, bro, every year, for the last 3 years, bro, I be looking at the Monaco pictures, but this year just blew me away, bro. Bro, like, look, I'm like, bro, the bro got the $6.8 million Bugatti on the yacht, cuz. Quiet where? Bro, that's loud. Matter of fact, that's screaming. That's singing a song. That's so loud, bro. That's a hymnal. That's loud, cuz. Bro, what? Only time wealth is quiet is when you go in the hood. Hey, you ain't in your hood? Go on, tuck it, cuz. Listen, I remember, I'm telling you the real lie. I don't care what nobody tell me. Look, I was in St. Thomas. Go to the club. I said, wait, hold up. Let me put this Apple Watch on. Take this rollie off. Let me take these bracelets off. This ain't my hood. I'm in the trenches. I went in the trenches too. My dog T-Ron hit me. He said, hey, he said, use my name up, but this is where you go at. Bro, I was in there. I was in there, outside. But hey, let me take this off. I'm not here. I did the same thing in Jamaica. When I went to Jamaica, man, let me take the rollie off, brother.
Man, I don't even leave the resort in Jamaica.
Bro, I'm gonna go off the resort. I went to Kingston. With an Apple Watch on. And you can have it, big bro. Now you can have it, cuz. You ain't gotta cut me for it, bro. I'm gonna take that sucker off for you. What? It's digital here. You can have it. You want the phone too? Man, no big deal, cuz. I ain't tripping. I don't want none of them bumper clock problems, partner. You hear me? You know what I'm talking about? I'm not over here, cuz. I'm about to slice me with the machete. Nah, machete right here, cuz cuz, you can have that, cuz. Somebody said trap, but that's a different kind of flex. It don't matter. It don't matter. We be having these double standards, cuz if a black man from the hood bought a yacht, you would say he flexing cuz you got a yacht. No. The boy got the $8 million yacht with the $250,000 small boat behind it. Stop playing. With the double, come on. What we doing? So the next time, sometimes I say, next time black person tell me, I hear him tell somebody, wealth is quiet, punch. Yeah, Monaco. And it ain't just a few of them. You saw what Louis Vuitton did, bro? If you go look at what Louis Vuitton did, bro, they got a bunch of mega yachts in the ocean to do Louis Vuitton symbols. You know how much that costs? This is a mega yacht. These are mega yachts. They took over the water. Then they did it in the sky. Bro, you're not doing that for anybody? Man, stop playing with me, man. Don't tell me no wealth is quiet. Just tell me Flex is flexing. You just ain't seen it. You ain't seen it. That's why you gotta go. That's why I'm going next year. Next year, I'm letting my team know. Next year, I'm going to Formula One in Monaco. Put it on the calendar right now. I'm going all weekend. Yes, ma'am. I'm going rent a yacht. Yes, ma'am. I need to go be inspired. I need to be inspired. I need to see a yacht with a Bugatti on it.
So we good to put the money phone back up now? We good?
See, the difference is you're going to get robbed over here. Big difference. You ain't going to get robbed in Monaco. You're getting robbed over here. Loud wealth in America gets robbed. Loud wealth in Monaco gets I see ya. Difference. Let's go a little further, man. Man, All right, Fidelity just lowered the draw bids for SpaceX, but no flippers allowed. Fidelity reduced the minimum account balance requirement for customers to invest in SpaceX. You just need $2,000. The previous balance required was $100,000 or $500,000, depending on the IPO. Fidelity will require retail investors to refrain from selling any SpaceX stock within the first 15 calendar days of trading. Otherwise, they will mark you as a flipper and charge a penalty and block access to future IPOs. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't think I've ever seen this much commotion and restriction and regulations. Get up, B.
That baby wearing them out.
Hey, them kids whooping my dog at home, boy.
Like he got mesothelioma jump.
My dog be at home doing all the work. Then he got to be a daddy. I can see B with the laptop and the baby in one hand. Like, see, this is a CRM. This is HubSpot. H is for hub. Let's go a little further, man. Let's go a little further. All right, SpaceX just launched its first data center into orbit. The reason why I told you that it's going to be a SpaceX IPO is because I know what was coming, and I want us to just understand what's going on. Normally, I don't put this much content around one thing specifically, but this is a big, I'm going to say something too, though. This is probably the biggest IPO we'll see in our probably the next 20 years. I'll say that. Right? And I will say that I could be wrong. It may not never dip, right? But I think at 135, I think we will probably get, at some point, I could be wrong, I think we'll get a $100 to $115 strike, buy-in on it. I believe that. I believe if we're patient enough, we'll get a $115 to $100 price on it. What you say, Sean?
No, I was just trying to calculate and think like...
It's supposed to IPO at 135. They're going to have a big push. It's probably going to go all the way to 160, 200, something like that. I think we'll get a $115 to $100 strike price on it. Stock price on it.
Yeah, that's like a 35%, 40% pullback.
I think we'll get that.
Yeah. We can get that.
I think we'll get that. So anyway, here we go. SpaceX just launched its first data center into orbit. SpaceX revealed its first orbital data center. Listen to me again. Dubbed A1. Is that right? AI1? A11. Is that A11? AI1? AI1? Yeah. The satellite's architecture centers and single compute module flanked by a large deployable solar array and a deployable liquid radiation thermal magnet system. The AL satellites is much simpler than a Starlink satellite. A lot of this is technology we've already made with the Starlink V3 satellites, Elon Musk said. Didn't I say that to y'all? This is not so much, I'm gonna be honest, this is the best content to highlight inequities in Black America. Bring it back to this is why we gotta do with our money. Thank you, family. I appreciate that, man. S. Clark, thank you for that, man. Man, this is gonna be it, man. All eyes gonna be on this. Jose, you know what I want to do? I want us to be here Friday, 9 o'clock. We need to have on the screen, either upstairs or in here, the IPO. That's what we need to do, bro. This is an event, bro. We need to be live on YouTube. This is an event. Matter of fact, it's a SpaceX watch party. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I just came up with it. Jose is pissed off right now. Like this ninja. Bro, what? 9 o'clock. George, you on the clock, cuz? You work Fridays? SpaceX watch party. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Yeah. Yeah. 2 Chainz. SpaceX watch party. Jose is pissed right now. He's like, I should have cut this SpaceX stuff off, man. This ninja done came up with that. All right. Let's go a little further. We're going to book our flights for that evening, Jose.
Right, we traveling. Wait, I just thought about that.
We booking our flights for that evening, 6 o'clock.
That's crazy.
6 o'clock flight.
Chief, get him. We got a tag team.
6 o'clock flight. Catch our flight from here.
That's. He said catch our flight from
100%.
You was giving your man a room in the back. I'm about to get a room in the back. Shoot, bring my TV, everything.
I like it, cuz. I like it. I like it. SpaceX watch party, bro. This is an event, man. It's an event, bro. Say, bro, St. Thomas is beautiful, cuz. I'm mad I ain't bring my whatchamacallit, man. My DGI, bro. Gotta start bringing it, man. Elise said cancel Christmas. SpaceX watch party, man. We need that. That's the, huh?
Right, we got the Knicks. Y'all gotta understand though, my dog is actually speaking basically twice this weekend, so he gonna be up at 4 a.m. trying to write, yo, Jose, I'm like, bro, I'm asleep. Yo, this it's 4 a.m. We gonna FaceTime, be like, yo, this what I got, this just hit me. God just gave me this joke right now.
It be happening like that.
I know, but I'm saying is, you trying to add on a SpaceX watch party with it.
At 9 in the morning Friday.
It's wild work. You need to
They
be
gonna
working
IPO,
on keynotes.
Come on, man. We got a popcorn. We can dress the room up. IPO. Let's go a little further, man. All right. SpaceX just became Google's new AI supercharger. Watch this. SpaceX just locked in another massive AI infrastructure deal, including the newly disclosed SEC filing. Google would pay up to $920. Bro, where they be getting this money from? Google would pay up to $920 million per month for AI compute capacity hosted in SpaceX data center. This is the one out of space. With the agreement running through 2029. The partnership gives Google access to roughly 110,000 NVIDIA GPUs while allowing it to retrain ownership of all of its AI models and data. Coming on the heels of SpaceX's major Anthropic agreement, the deal further strengthens the company's growing AI business ahead of its highly anticipated IPO. Didn't we just talk about that? Bro, $920 million per month is insane. That's a lot of freaking money, cuz. What you about to say, Sean? Say it. I'm waiting on you to say it, bro. You stop.
That would be $11 billion a year. And then 33 till 2029, that'd be about $33 billion in total that they'll spend. Which is crazy.
Hey, bro, you know I got some apartments in Lake Charles, Louisiana?
I didn't know that.
I just got an update on some apartments that I own. In January, we was bringing in $65,000 in revenue. February, we bringing $74,000 in revenue. In March, we increased to $79,000 in revenue. This consistent upward trend reflects improving occupancy, collections, and leasing momentum as property continues moving towards stabilization. Operating expenses remain relatively stable throughout the quarter, with minimal fluctuation in recurring controllable expenses, including property taxes and insurance. Total operating cost for the quarter was $244,667, resulting in a NOI of $25,000. While the property remains stabilized mode, the combination of stable operating expenses and increase in revenue reflect positive directional performance. Reserve capital, operational reserve capital, $76,000, insurance, $9,000, taxes, $12,000, construction reserve, $34,000, total cash AR, $133,000. These reserves provide continued operating flexibility and management work through leasing and remaining property improvements. We have 5 new leases, 12 new renewals, 5 move-ins, 6 move-outs, and 1 pending application. Management has maintained competitive in the market throughout targeted tent rent specials and leasing incentive designed to improve occupancy and accelerate lease-up. Man. Come on, man. I'm in the building, man. Come on, man. I'm gonna get y'all in some apartments too, man. You know what I'm gonna do with this company? I want to create a Howard Enterprise investment fund. You gotta be with the business. It's gonna be a 3-year lock-in. So you can't touch the money for 3 years. If you get fired, you get your money. You can't hold it. You're no longer with us. But if you hold it, and then you can add money, like every quarter we'll have open donations, open investment rounds. So every quarter you can put some money in. And then we're gonna go out, I'm gonna put the money in the market, I'm gonna put the money in buy and hold, or put the money in real estate. So laundromats, apartment complexes.
So when the individual drink hit that $3 million, we like, we out.
We out.
Let me out.
Nah, yeah, that's
It'll
it.
be 3 to 10.
And I'm saying that no money, like I don't care what's going on, the money can't leave. I don't care what the emergency is. So when you put the money in here, it's like it's gone for 3 years. It's like it's gone. Can't touch it. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what happened. You signed the paper. You look at the paper saying you can't take it out under no circumstance. For 3 years, it's locked up. Now, after your 3 years, you take it all out if you want. You take it all out. Howard Enterprise Investment Fund for employee personnel only.
Now they're going to be actually sending in applications. They're going to be blowing up DMs.
How that sound? Everybody on the squad
Let's
like
get
that?
it.
I think we could do something with that. All right, let's go a little further, man. Man, where our certified trap of the week at? Come on, Ben. All right, Paul Couffet was an American ship owner, merchant, and a Pan-Africanist whose life bridged maritime enterprise and early black civil rights advocacy. Born to a freed African father and a, Wampanoag? Damn, I pronounced that wrong. Mother in colonial Massachusetts. He rose from the modest beginnings to become one of the wealthiest men of color in early America and forerunner of black immigration movement of Africa. His ventures in shipping, education, and philanthropy made him a pioneering figure in Atlantic history. Let's go.
Do you know about one of the wealthiest black men in early America who used his own ship to take black families back to Africa? Give me 60 seconds to put you on to Paul Couffet. Born in 1759 to a formerly enslaved man from Ghana and a Wampanoag woman, Paul Couffet was a free man in colonial America, and he made moves. By the early 1800s, he was a ship captain, a businessman, and one of the wealthiest black men in America. But here's what no one talks about. In 1815, Paul used his own money and his own ship, the Elizabeth, to take 38 black Americans to Sierra Leone, not just to escape racism, but to build something of their own. Some people called it radical. Others called it betrayal, because not everyone agreed with leaving the U.S. to build overseas. Either way, Paul saw what was coming. He knew this country wasn't designed with us in mind. His plan was to make multiple voyages. He wanted to create a black-led network of trade, power, and movement. But Paul died just 2 years later in 1817. And without him, the vision faded. So when we talk about black autonomy, Pan-African imagination, and moving like you know your worth, don't forget about Paul Cuffey.
I ain't know about him, Jose.
I ain't even. That boy said, we're going back.
All right, somebody said it to me. Wampanoag. Okay, Wampanoag. Thank you for that. Did I say it right? Wampanoag. Did I say it right? Wampanoag. I think I said it right. Thank you for that, man. Listen, I'm good. Thank y'all for helping me, man. I can't do it alone.
I just want to know how you said Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. That ain't right? Massachusetts. Bro, you from D.C., bro. You say Maryland, man. Get out of here, bro. You out of here, bro. Massachusetts, bro.
Have you hit a chokehold?
Wampanoag. So now about somebody saying Wampanoag. Wampanoag? Not somebody saying Wampanoag. Man.
See, they done opened up the floodgates.
Massachusetts. How you say it? You said.
See, now I'm gonna mess up.
Nah, you said.
No, because here's the funny part.
Nah, you said.
Me and Ashley had the same thing. She couldn't say it either.
Massachusetts. Bro, Massachusetts. Massachusetts, man.
Hey.
Fuck y'all talking about, man.
Hey, yo, wait till I show her this clip, because I promise you, 2 days ago, we had this same thing. She couldn't say it. Had her in a chokehold.
Well, how you say it?
I feel like I'm gonna mess up now.
You said
Massachusetts.
Say Maryland.
It's Maryland.
The same person want to bug me about that, bro. That is not how you spell Mur is M-U, bro.
Everybody do say Maryland.
I'm gonna holler at you, cuz. I'm gonna holler. How you spell Mary?
It's M-A-R-Y.
How you spell Murrah?
First off, it's M-U-R-L-A-N-D.
No, I say how you spell Murrah.
M-U-R.
How you spell Mary?
M-A-R-Y.
How you spell Maryland?
M-A-R-Y-L-A-N-D.
So it's pronounced.
Now, how do you say it?
No,
Maryland.
no such thing as how you say it.
How you say ambulance?
Ambulance.
A herd. H-E-A-R-D.
No. What you said?
What?
Here.
What?
H-E-R is what?
Here.
H-E-A-R-D is
Herd.
Here, herd. Like, why is it not here?
I kind of like where he
why
goes
is it not
with it a
here?
little
Wait,
bit.
why is it
I
not
see
here?
what the science is.
Because the English language is
stupid.
Okay, spell
crazy.
beard.
B-E-A-R-D.
Now spell herd.
H-E-A-R-D.
So Maryland.
All right, so I totally understand that. But let's go get 100 people
From the DMV.
to say the word Maryland.
We all say it like that.
How you say it?
Maryland.
How do you say it?
Nah, he
Maryland.
said right.
Okay, that's the word. Maryland. You arguing a dead case right here. You saying it right. You trying to argue for your daddy and he wrong and you right. What the hell? I can see if you still say it Maryland. You saying it the right way. That's crazy. He arguing with me and he said it the right way. What is that?
But look, the science behind, I ain't never heard that before.
Huh?
I'm about to flip that.
No.
The science behind that joke makes sense.
Right, that's on Instagram all day, every day. They got a white dude that do it 100 million times.
Oh, yeah, he do funny.
Yeah, he do it a million times. But it's wrong.
Why would you?
Nah, bro, you're wrong. Again, Mary and Merle is two different words. So there's no way you can say Merlin.
You can't get me on Merlin because the way you say toilet.
I'm not gonna get you off it.
Aluminum foil.
Listen, I'm not gonna get you off it because I understand that that's just a thing, right? But that don't mean it's right.
You try to be serious. Aluminum
right?
foil.
It's just not right.
Turlet.
Right? You can't. So that's why I'm not into. I don't get into telling people words because I know how we say stuff in New Orleans. We got our thing. Earl, furl. 100% toilet paper, 100%. Tree, corner store, for sure. I still call it an ice box. So I get it. But it ain't no Merle, Lynn. You're not gonna get me to do that. All right, let's go a little further, man. We having a good time tonight, man. Let's get it.
What's that, Trap? Appreciate you for taking my question, my G. Your guidance always helps me grasp this market a little bit deeper. So, thank you for everything you do, my G. And Jose, thank you for choosing me. So I know that you teach us to be swing traders and not to be anticipatory. We're looking for, reasons to be a part of a stock that is going to perform throughout time rather than just perform right now. With that being said, I know we have to use leading or lagging indicators of some sort in order to recognize momentum or volatility before the move becomes completely obvious. I use VIX and SQQQ. I don't know if you do. If you have any game on how I can use supply and demand dynamics as well as market liquidity inside of those inverse relationship products, or if you have any specific indicators that you watch that help you anticipate when money's about to flow into volatility, that'd be great as well. Thank you, family. Y'all keep it easy.
Man, it was good, fam. I always appreciate when you tap in, man. Love it. I think you would use the same dynamics as you would any other trade. I think for that, you probably want to get you a flow chart because you're trying to look and see when the money is coming in. I would use 2 or 3 things. If you want to just take it to that level, that flow chart and that volume, what is it called, Sean? Huh?
Time and sales or level 2?
Yeah, the level 2, the vibe. So that'll be kind of good for you, like getting into the level 2 data where you get a little bit more, use your volume analysis, the volume that come on the side where you can see it. There's some flow charts you can look at. If you're trying to just say, hey, I'm trying to look at when orders are coming in, that would kind of be what you would look for. I'm okay with just using a market structure. I'm okay with using, that liquidity sweep based on key levels. I'm good with that. But if you want to take it to a next level, that's what I would get. They'll look for that. Any type of flow chart. Damn, I can't think of what they call this volume thing. It's when all the volume on the side, man. Damn. Forgot.
Dang.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, the level 2 will help you out a lot, though. But that you could just get level 2 and you can get all that. So that's kind of what you're looking for, bro. That'll help. That'll unlock a whole bunch of volume profile. There we go. The volume profile. Thank y'all. There you go. Yeah. So get you a flow chart. Get you a volume profile. Open that level 2 up. That'll be everything you need, family. That'll help you out a lot. That'll help you out a lot if that's what you're looking for. So that's what you're looking for, King. So hope that help you out a lot too. But also when you're using those inverse and those leverage ETFs, you're just looking for the same thing. You just add more risk to it, that's all. All right, let's go a little further. Real time. China wholesale prices just hit an all 4-year high. Something to watch at. China made wholesale prices hit near 4-year high as Iran war drives costs, customer inflation misses, The producer price index jumped 3.9% from a year ago, the highest since 2022. Consumer prices rose 1.2% in May from a year early, missing economists' estimates by 1.3%. And I kind of think that's going to be the story. I think it's going to happen tomorrow, too. So, yep, that's what I think, bro. So I hope that helped you out. Let's go a little further. Ginseng Wine says the tech sell-off is a buying opportunity. Let's go a little further into this.
With respect to the stock price, everybody should be very excited. They can now buy stock at a cheaper price. And it's absolutely true that the future of AI is very bright. It is it is a foregone conclusion that AI will be infrastructure for the world.
I mean, did he tell us anything that we didn't know? All right, did he tell us anything that we didn't know? I don't think he did. Somebody said, Trap, how you say aluminum? Aluminum. Aluminum. Yeah, so that's how you say aluminum. So I don't think he told us nothing that we didn't know already. But you should know that. We should know that. All right, the White House wants a piece of big AI, and this is something that's heavy right here, right? The U.S. government is signaling interest in taking equity stakes in major AI companies, several large cap firms. They already appear in disclosures from Trump-aligned officials. Palantir, which earns billions of dollars from federal AI accounts. Intel, the model for prior government stakes. Alphabet, named directly in Trump's meeting list. Meta, whose Llama model dominates open source AI. And AMD, a key supply in government chip procurement. A federal equity program would directly tie Washington's balance sheet to the AI giants it negotiates with. A dynamic platforms like Autopilot aimed to mirror for retail investors. Is this something that we don't know already? Probably not. All I want us to understand is we got to take these minor setbacks that happen as opportunities for us to triple our network. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. At some point in my career, within the first year of, I'm gonna say this, within the first year of SpaceX IPO, my daughter gonna have at least 50 grand in that joker. Somebody said, Trap, Massachusetts would not be expunged from your record. Let's go a little further, man. All right. Now, this the one that, I ain't gonna lie, I saved this one for last. I saved this one for last. And here's why. I'm in the A. Watch this. Atlanta is now the #2 largest data center market in the world for AI. Hold on, let me answer this right quick. This is important. Sis, what's up?
What's up? Just finished day 2 of my 5-day challenge.
I was on my live. I was trying to tell my people about your property challenge because I got the email about the property that we own, but I don't got no link to get the people to join the challenge, sis.
You're such a good brother.
Yeah, I got the email. I was like, hey, y'all ain't know I own a whole apartment complex out here, you hear me? I was gonna be like, and I remember I saw the post that you have in the property challenge, and I just tell everybody, like, they need to be in that property challenge because you helped me get all my real estate, you hear me? So,
I love you, brother.
oh, you know I love you too.
Always looking out for me.
Always, man, come on, man.
But you're still speaking at PC Live, huh?
When you need me to speak, though.
It's the weekend of July 31st.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, all you gotta do is keep me reminded. Like, let me know in July.
You had us hype. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been lacing up
Ever since. Because at first you ain't like it. What that is? Yeah, I got you. Yep, just let me know the date. I got you. Give me 2 days or the date specific you want me to know. You know I got you. You heard me?
How did the interviews go today? I know D did some interviews. How did it go?
We good. Oh, we good. I'm still on the show right now. I'm going to talk to you when I get off. You heard me? But they was good. Like my team say, D go crazy. I say, of course he do. He with a dog, you heard? Yeah. I got you, babe. I love you. I'll talk to you when I get off the show. If y'all don't know who Terica Lynch Smith is, the best in the game. And this ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, all my real estate is through her, through investing with her, through locking in with her. If you're looking to get in, she came to the last, she came to the Trap family reunion. Gave game on how to get in.
Help work this building.
Huh?
Help work this building.
She helped me get this building. She said, brother, you gonna get that building. So she's just the truth, man. Like, and it's nothing against nobody. So there's 2 people that I really trust in the real estate game that I know for real. One, it's Terica Lynn Smith and her whole team. And the other one is my guy from Cleveland. Damn, what his name is? I call him, I ain't talked to my dog in so long, I just be calling him OG, you heard me? He just sent me a text the other day. Beyond Win. And I don't got nothing against nobody in real estate. But Beyond Win and Terica Lynn Smith, those the people who I trust for sure. Again, nothing against nobody in real estate. I'm just saying those the people who I know get funky in real estate. They really do the work all day, every day. They live, eat, sleep, breathe, die real estate.
With integrity. That's a key thing. With integrity.
And I'm talking about property. You know what I'm saying? So Terica Lynn Smith, Beyond Win, and they not gonna cut no corners. They gonna give it to you raw. Beyond might curse you. Terica ain't gonna curse you. Beyond gonna have a couple curse words in there with you while he teaching you. You know what I'm saying? But I know they big dogs. They do it with integrity. Like I've already given Terica my money, but if I wanted to invest in some property in Cleveland, I would give my money to Beyond and be like, hey, walk me through it, brother, or I'm about to come out there and, you know what I'm saying? So Terica Lynn Smith and Beyond Win, those are the 2 people I know for a fact your money good over there. Any type of mentorship they got, and Beyond be doing his in the field thing where he walks you through the house and yeah. So, and y'all can tell him I said it. Especially if you know Beyond Win, you can tell him I said it. Yeah, Beyond Win gonna have a little cussing. Terica ain't gonna have no cussing, but she gonna have you amped because she a small person, but she got big energy. Beyond Win, he gonna have some cussing in it for sure. All right, so Atlanta is the number 2, and I wanted to end on this tonight because this is something that we've been talking about, and I just don't want y'all to miss this. So Atlanta is the number 2 largest data center market in the world. So let's check it out.
Tonight at 6, Atlanta is now the 2nd largest data center market on the planet. Atlanta is now a major player in the data center world, even ahead of places like Silicon Valley, London, and Tokyo. According to the Atlanta Business Chronicle, the city ranks 2nd in the market, just behind Northern Virginia. But with that growth comes concern about space and the use of power. So that's why local governments, including Atlanta, Coweta, and Douglas counties, are looking at or already enforcing limits on new data centers.
That's it. And so I want to end tonight on that. I don't want us to miss this AI wave, y'all. I don't want us to listen to the hype. I don't want us to get scared out of position. I want us to take, and I'm going to say this, I've said this so many times. This is like, I'm going to compare it to 3 things. Oh, got to get my dog Chris Senegal. I gotta add Chris Senegal out of Houston. Let me add them 3. Chris Senegal out of Houston. My bad. Forgot Chris Senegal. My bad. Beyond Wynn, Terica Lynn Smith, Chris Senegal. That's the 3rd person. Chris, I watched Chris make his first development. Not his first development, but the 5 buildings he had in Houston. So if you're in Houston, yeah, Chris Senegal. So my bad. Beyond Wynn, John Hope Bryant, that's my mentor, man. He on a whole nother level. John Hope Bryant ain't doing no mentorship for nobody. John Hope Bryant ain't teaching you nothing. He teach you about capitalism and how to get the money. You know what I'm saying? He not doing no mentorship. You not taking no class. He gonna tell you, read my book and go buy some real estate. Get your credit right, get your money right. I'm talking about people gonna bring you hands on, right? John Hope Bryant's at another level. That's my OG. And I could, you know what's so dope about that? I could call him on the phone.
I mean, he got the program. He just not.
Yeah, he not. I'm talking about people that's
in it, in the trenches with you.
Yeah, I'm talking about people that's in it. Like, John Hope gonna help you get your credit right. He gonna help you, show you how to get the, but he got the program. I'm talking about people that's like hands-on with you. Yeah, so Chris Senegal, Terica Lynn Smith, Beyond Wynn. That's my big 3. Nothing against nobody else. Let me say that again. Nothing against nobody else. These are people who I actually work with and I saw get busy. So nothing against, again, you can name 80,000 people. I'm gonna be like, yep, cool. Nothing against them. I know them 3 right there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, so we're gonna end on this tonight though, man. We had a great show tonight. And I think my goal is to just tell us that, like, let's not miss this wave. Let's not miss this opportunity, right? Also, we got a couple tickets left for the Trappin' Tuesday 200. Bro, that's coming up close, right? As a matter of fact, that's what, 2 weeks away?
On the 30th.
On the 30th. 3 weeks away. I'm going to Italy after that. Next morning, I'm outside. And I'm going to Canes. I'm going to Canes. So anyway, we had a great show tonight, man. I hope that everyone in here, you know, understands the importance of the time that we in. I hope everybody here understands that we have an opportunity, not only with just AI, but when we get to SpaceX and everything that's gonna come with that. I want y'all to think for a second, when we say like investing, just think about if you start investing in Apple during the 2008 crisis, where your money would be at right now. Amazon when it IPO'd, right? Like, all I want us to understand is that, like, we don't have time to second guess this. But I also want you to understand this. I don't want you to waste a lot of time trying to convince people that they should be in the market. Let me do that. What you need to be doing is making sure you winning in the market, because I promise you, once you show them that you winning in the market, they gonna come. Once you show them that you winning in the market, they gonna come. So you gonna have to convince them when you can show them results. But man, let's not miss it. Let's not get shook out by a couple down days. Let's not get shook out by a 1%, 2%, 3%, 4% pullback. This is a critical time for us to build our wealth and put ourselves in position to change the trajectory of our family last name. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper, episode 197, Stop Negotiating with Poverty. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, send this out to anybody and everybody. Get your merch. We got merch in. Let's get that merch. What else I want to say, Jose?
We got the mentorship interest form.
The mentorship interest form is in?
Yeah, we got that.
Put the form in. Yeah. Mentorship interest form is in. Come join the Patreon. Come lock out with the family.
Check
Other
out
than that,
your personal page.
Personal page, we've been dropping some heat over there. Woo! That Wall Street Trapper YouTube page, we've been dropping heat. I ain't gonna lie. You missing out on that page, I ain't gonna lie. You just late to the game. You're late to the game. So go check that out. We got something real dope we dropping tomorrow. Other than that, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Man, everyone have an amazing day. I'll see y'all next week. Same time, same place. We out.